Source, we love you. You're the only one we need. Source, we thank you. You're the only one we need. Source, you are true. So we look to you. Yes, yes. Hello, lovely angels. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to those who are visiting me for the first time. I hope that you decide to subscribe, and comment down below whatever resonates. We love interaction on this channel. You know, it helps the algorithm, it helps spread the message to people like you who are drawn to my readings. And also, you know, don't forget to like this video for both the new people and the people who are coming back to visit me again. I'm so thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to be a reader, to be the acting vessel in your life, to deliver messages from spirit. So as you probably already know, this reading is going to be about what do you need to love yourself, or why do you need, let me say that, sorry. Why do you need to love yourself? So let me give you some background about why God, my creator, my source, my love, told me to deliver this message. First of all, they have an attitude. They are not playing. So something happened. And as they were telling me to do this reading, I was sensing the energy. Like, nah, y'all pissed off. Y'all, something's going on. What's going on? And they kept just like saying, like, you don't know when you do this reading. And then, like, as I got closer to the reading, I understood why. Because at first I didn't even know what they wanted me to do the reading about. You know, first, you know, Callie Ma came out, you know, saying she wanted her reading. And, you know, and I already had people that they said they wanted immediate readings for. So I was just like, okay, so all right, I'll do your reading now, but I thought you wanted me to do this reading, but they were like, no. So the reason why is because, so this is the reading starting already. This is a direct channel message. I asked them to come into me, enter into me, the Holy Spirit, enter into me and tell me exactly what they wanted me to tell you. So the message is starting. This is no intro. This is nothing you have to skip by. It is very important. And the reason why it's important is because, so today I was working on this project that I finally got back to after, you know, not wanting to do it anymore because so much was going wrong. Every time I tried this project, like my computer would mess up on me, you know, my Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough, or, you know, I would continue to lose my work. So I honestly thought, you know, God didn't want me to do it. You know, like I was like, well, maybe this is not something he wants me to do, or, you know, God wants me to do. I use it interchangeably, even though I believe the cosmic energy is both woman and man. The creator is both woman and man. So, as I said, it started off as Callie Ma wanted a message, and I was like, okay, well, tell me what decks you want me to use. And it started being towards feminine decks. So, let me go back to the story about, so I was working on this project, and I was like, I was begrudgingly doing it, but once I started doing it again, I was like, oh, I read everything I already had, you know, even then, like, they want me to be specific because this is very important. And I used to be a straight A student, and, you know, like, and I used to love studying. I used to fall asleep with books in my hand. See, they're talking through me. And I don't really tell people that, but yeah, I used to fall asleep with books in my hand. I used to read the book and fall asleep with it. And, you know, like, sometimes people will joke about it, like, if you want to put yourself to sleep, read your, you know, textbooks and stuff. But I would fall asleep because I was working so hard on whatever I was working on, but especially my accounting books, because I loved accounting. You know, I've always loved numbers. You know, my love for numbers started to develop in like middle school, and I really honed in on it. Wow, they're taking even me back to that story. So they want me to tell you about that story, but let me finish the story that they wanted me to start off with. So I put that aside there because it's not that I'm being lazy. It's not that I don't want to do something. It's not that, you know, like, I love to be able to, you know, do something that involves my brain. I love it. Like, I love reading, I love writing, you know, I love singing. But yeah, so everything would go wrong. And then when I started this time, I first started off reading what I had so far. And even when I started off reading what I had so far, it wasn't all, like, what was saved wasn't all that I had, wasn't all that I did. It was still some that was lost. And I was just like, man, you know, like, so the gruesome process of continuing to do something that you, like, don't know if it's going to be saved, don't know if your work is going to be accredited. And that was the whole reason why I even started looking back at that project, because I even thought, like, why would I do this? You know, what if, you know, like, they don't even want me to reveal what it is, but what if it's not successful? What if it doesn't give me back what I wanted to give me back? So I really was putting it on the back burner because I was like, you know, it's probably not worth my time right now, you know. So, and then so I started reading what I had so far, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it was just like, I started developing this love for myself. I felt like a parent reading the work of their child and saying, like, oh my God, you did such a great job, you know, like. And so it encouraged me to keep going. And then even though I had lost some work, and it was a lot of stuff, and what I'm working on, it takes a while to do, especially with the resources I have right now. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do it, you know, like, hopefully. And I try to save every single thing that I did, and I still ended up losing some stuff, you know, and that was just the end of my workday for that. Excuse me, seeing confirmation. And I sensed that when it was happening, because I wanted to keep going, and then I was like, yeah, I'll come back to it later, but I want to just get through this so that I can get further in my project. And when I was reading what I had already, before I even started, I almost started crying, you know, like, oh my goodness. I was telling people, like, why you gotta be crying? Oh my goodness. You know, it almost felt like a love letter from them, trying to show me what I was like, how proud they are of me, reminding me what they think about me. And I was writing this stuff for other people. So I was just like, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I wrote this, you know, I was in disbelief. And so when I was doing it, and then I ended up coming across producing something that included a song that I made up. And I was like, so I started like putting extra stuff on that part, and I was like, you know what, I should do it on all of them. And then so that meant like I was gonna have to do everything over, and I was like, you know what, I'll just start doing it from now on, and then I'll go back. And then so I got caught up on this one, and on this one part, and I did it, and I did everything, and I went around the mulberry bush. So mulberry trees could be very significant for you. Trees have been speaking to me lately, as I simply put it. But I kept going around the bush, but I wanted to get it right, and it was dealing with Jesus. And I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I was tweaking it here, and then I finally got it how I wanted to get it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then my stuff started messing up, and all of that time I put into that one thing about Jesus, I didn't even see that part disappeared. And then everything started breaking down. Like even my phone wasn't connecting. Like I was like, well, maybe my laptop would come up if I stopped, paying attention to it. And then my phone wasn't working. I was like, okay, I'm taking this as an omen. I need to stop, because I hadn't eaten a lot earlier either. Like I ate something to give me some fuel, and then so it was time for me to eat. And then they know once I get focused on something, it's hard for me to stop. And I've always been like this, especially if it doesn't even have to be something interesting. I just have to be focused. So I'm even starting off thinking that the reason why you should love yourself is because you have the ability to focus. Maybe you've been labeled as ADHD or ADD or anything like that, but those are just labels. You're able to focus. We have that ability in us, and I hadn't done something like that, and I haven't felt that focus since I was in college. And like I did feel that yesterday. Actually, I was trying to learn something, and I felt like that, and I was testing myself. So I had to write down everything I knew, and I was just schooling myself. And so I don't know why they wanted me to start off and say all of that, but I'm getting just the focus here. So the focus here is you should love yourself no matter what. And they are pissed off because this society has made us feel like we are less than in any which way. Whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever ethnicity you are. And you could be those, the ones that came off the bat. But you could be those. But they've made you feel less than because you can't do something right. Whether you're Asian, you can't speak well. Your English is broken, or you're Hispanic, your English is broken. But you're smart as I don't know what. And they're just tired of their children feeling like they just have to stop because I won't be as good as that. Like I'm good, but you're good just the way you are, with your flaws. God loves you with all your flaws. And I have a card written with that says that. And I don't know what deck it's in, but I've written the card, and the universe co-created with me, and they call it the Cashapp records, like because I have a whole bunch of cards that I have written down, and they speak to me like so easily with them. And actually, I have a lot of decks that I bought and purchased, and my favorite cards are the ones I produce because I feel like I put my heart into it, and I also feel like the universe, God, put their heart into it for me. So that's probably why they want us to talk about why we should love ourselves, because our hearts are in the right posture and place. There is privilege in the world. They reminded me of this today. And that's why they wanted me to do this reading, because that's what it started off with. That when I was meditating, they kept saying privilege. And if you're white, I'm not speaking to you because you don't have control over the skin you were born in, but you do have control over how you use and how you react to certain things. So if you use your privilege to think you're above people, then you have to check yourself. But if you're not that type of person, because that's what I'm getting when people say, like, when white people say, or any person who's not black says I'm not racist because I have black friends. But if you are a person with black friends and then you feel like you're better than your black friend, sorry, they just made me pause, because this is anger coming in. I felt their attitude. They didn't even tell me exactly what, but they said if you are using your privilege to make you feel like you're better than anyone, making someone feel like they shouldn't love themselves, you are doing more of a disservice than you think, and you will be punished badly, because God has created his children to have certain gifts, and those gifts have been hidden. Because when his children shows those gifts, they're not good enough. They're judged. They're bringing me to American Idol. They're bringing me to all those shows that judge people on their singing, their dancing. And that's doing more harm than good. Why isn't there no shows just showcasing talent? Even So You Think You Could Dance, that's a competition show. Dancing with the Stars, competition. Why is it competition? Why isn't everybody showcasing their gifts? That's what they're saying to me. They're hiding their gifts because they're like, no, I'm not going to be good enough for that. Because that show was like, I don't want to go on none of those shows. I don't want to hear what they got to say to me. I don't want to hear them hurt me. And this is with no cards right now. I'm not looking at no cards. And they're bringing me back to how, especially in corporate America, like, there has not been many white people. Sorry, if you're white, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But the corporate America is saturated with white people. You know the statistics on, I'm in the field of accounting, so the certification in accounting. The statistics, I haven't even looked it up because I believe it enough on its own just to hear it. And I believe that's what it is, even if it's not, if I'm not correct, even if I'm not spot on with the number. There's 1% of black people in accounting. that actually earn their CPA. And the CPA is Certified Public Accountancy. It's similar to the bar exam for lawyers. And they have similar statistics too. And they in corporate America, most of the white people don't have to worry about losing their jobs ever. Not due to not having a certification. I've seen so many white people not even try to get their certification, but they were in higher positions than I could ever even thought of trying to be in. It doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter when it comes to white people. And I see. I don't want to develop my channel to be racy, because that's not what I am. But God continues to show me over and over and over and over again. Even if it's not directly at me, He shows me the views on people's YouTube channels. And honestly, when I first got into tarot and wanted to showcase my skills, I was like, yeah, I don't think I would ever have as many views as these people already in it. And I'm not even talking about the black people, because the black people compared to the white people don't have half as many views as you have. I don't care how long they've been doing it. It's there too. It's here too. That's why I just continue to get up on here and just hope that the right people come across my channel and not care so much about the views anymore. I want them to grow. I want them to be big, but I'm like, it's not going to even happen. Being up against white people. You know how many white people I showed their job? You know how many white people I helped in school? And then bring me back to slavery days. That's what happened. A lot of the sharecropping, they made money off of these people's lands, these people's ideas, with a piece of paper. They didn't have near as much talent. But we got our people out here giving their all, giving their hearts, showing the gifts that God has given them. And they don't get half as much. And it really breaks my heart to see that other black people don't support other black people. And then the black people who are succeeding, they look something like white people. They look like they been mixed with something else other than black. So they got the privilege. That's what God told me. That's what God showed me. They get the gifts. They get the donations. Get memberships. And they barely give their patrons or, subscribers anything extra than what they offer for free. And if you're one of those people who just blindly support people because they're white and they must know what they're doing, that's intimidation. You know that? That's inferiority. You think you're inferior to them because that same power you're seeing in them, it's in you. That's why you see it. I didn't know this is where they wanted me to go. But they wanted me to start off with that. I forgot what they wanted me to visit earlier. Hopefully it comes back to me after. I forgot. It was something about school, I think. But, yeah, I can't. It's not coming. They got me in this zone. So we're going to start off with some runes. Because guess what? Runes started in Egyptian, Cometian lands. Those hieroglyphics that are now extinct, like dinosaurs, they're runes. They just took it and called it another name. And it's interesting because I'm recording this on Thanksgiving. My Native American ancestors keep coming back. They're in this reading too. And they're saying that they took their land and dressed it up and called it Thanksgiving. It's like a slap in the face if you really think about it. And that's why I can't celebrate Thanksgiving in the same way they want to. I celebrate Thanksgiving out of empathy and sympathy in my heart. See, that's confirmation. To thank them for being strong and surviving and being loving, showing their heart. And then bringing me to the verse in the Bible, which is all whitewashed. So you have to ask for your discernment. Discernment is so important. There's some talented people in that Bible. But the story that's being told isn't all the way true, and it does not give credit to their abilities, gifts, and talents in the way that it's supposed to. And to bring me to that verse, do not cast your pearls before swine. That's why people don't like to eat pork. Swine is said to be a bad thing. And people don't like to eat pork, but they willingly selling it. Whose side are they on? What is that? Why is it even available then? But yeah, that's what the Native American, my indigenous aboriginal ancestors came in to say. Don't cast your pearls before swine. They were giving them food, shelter, sharing what they had. And all they did is take it. All they did is say, thank you for letting us into your house. So that now we don't have to go. You have to go. The trail of tears. I'm feeling them tears. And I'm not even crying. I feel them. People dying. They gotta migrate. You know who was in it? It wasn't just the Aboriginal people. Asians were in those journeys. Hispanic, Latin. people and many different other races, even some white people. So that's why it's very important not to use your privilege against anyone. So you take it how you want to take it. I hope it's some white people here. I hope it's some white people opening their hearts to not want to follow the same footsteps and perpetuate the cycle. This is a cycle that we keep perpetuating. For what? Continuing to hurt people. And then you're going to meet the Creator once you pass over, and you got to answer to that? Why do that? Why continue to hurt people anyway? Why continue to make it hard for people anyway? And that's why I said, I was like, I didn't want to continue to do it. It ain't going to be seen anyway. It ain't going to be useful to, it ain't going to be viewed as useful to anybody anyway, unless they can have total authority over it. Like even these sites that, you know, say, yeah, you can hold, we'll produce this for you, or we'll produce that for you. You can hold your business here, but you got to give us 30%. Just why 30? Why 30? Dang. You know how much money that is? 30% off is a sale, man. That's a sale. That's why you don't see that much of it. And if you do see it, it's somebody going out of business. 30%, and you didn't put no blood, sweat, and tears in this, and you get to have it. It don't cost you half as much to allow me to do whatever you're charging me for. And then it still doesn't even equal the amount, because you continue to get it. It's not a one-time thing. Like maybe 30% one time, but if you continue to get 30% every time, I hate it. I don't even like to use the word hate, but that's something I hate. I don't like that. You shouldn't be entitled to continue to earn money on someone's creation. And they've been tapping on my shoulder about George Washington Carver. Do y'all know the real story with George Washington Carver? That man was a genius. We still eat peanut butter and stuff today, even though some people are allergic, and that isn't a myth. Something happened. Something in the environment. Something in the peanuts is making people allergic, they said. Because you can use peanuts in a lot of things. Even electricity. To produce electricity, they're saying. But the real story of George Washington Carver, in short, confirmation. They held him captive, cut off his genitals. You may know this already, but it's sad if we know this and don't give homage, don't feel some type of sympathy every time we think about it. Because we can't do something about every single thing. Only God can, of course. We know that. But some of this stuff is perpetuating the cycle. Knowing that happened to a human being due to his creativity, his genius. It brings me to Frankenstein. Frankenstein was the key. They treated him like a monster. He was the key to a lot of stuff. Very smart, very powerful. And that's what you are. That's why you need to love yourself. Whoever you are, love yourself. Don't just do it for a trend like, oh, this self-love, I'm giving myself beauty treatment. No, love yourself. Just for who you are. Just for who you were born and created to be, no matter what label society has put on you. I got to the point now where I'm like, the thing I want to give up on, that's the thing I want to continue to do now. And I was just being real with you to tell you exactly the thoughts that were going through my head. But I thank God for the control over those thoughts. I thank God for stepping in and interceding. Jesus, however you resonate. Interceding when those thoughts try to come and hunt and defeat me. No weapon will prosper against me. And that's what you need to know. Okay. So I think we can get to the cards now. Still didn't come back with what they wanted me to talk about. Okay. So let's get some energy. Sense. So you do have some unconditional love surrounding you. You do have your third eye being awakened, if it's not already. You actually see. Your senses are becoming more sensitive because you're starting to open up, wake up from this matrix. This is a matrix that you believe in stuff you're not supposed to believe. There's a fire inside of you. And karma is coming, especially for the black man, or on the behalf of the black man and woman. Because we've been dogged out. And it hurts me in anger, but it's just sad. Not in the sad I want to cry either, because it already hurt my heart. Of course. That's why sometimes Spirit doesn't want me to pray, because they know my heart already. And that's how I'm feeling with this feeling. It's just sad that people continue to do this, behave this way. Yeah, you're seeing beyond what is visible to the eye. They just keep confirming. Your galactic ancestors are here. And that's why they're like, I don't want to mess with Earth. They can't even treat their people right. That's how some of these countries feel. Some of these other countries besides America, They don't like to mess with Americans because they're like, look how they doing their people. Hispanic people trying to build walls and all that. All that. Shooting little boys. Because they're so scared. Why did they become whatever they are? If they're so scared of someone so young. The kids are the closest to God. So if you're scared of them, you're scared of God. Yeah, create a gateway. I'm getting. God is coming through the gateway. He's trying to show you. The Creator is trying to show you that spark in you, that light in you. Why they love you. Why they created you with so much love, tender, and care. So we all were tender when we were younger. No matter what anybody says. We all were loving, tender, innocent, kind, all of that. And then why does it just disappear as we grow up? Why? Yeah, life gets in the way. But why is it okay for life to just get in the way? But you're a star. You're a star. And they say continue to see beyond what eyes can see, because that's where the matrix is. That's where the matrix is. There's a glitch somewhere. And the glitch is something that we continue to perpetuate. Someone wanted to be an astronaut when they grew up. That's what I'm getting. Someone wanted to be a superhero when they grew up, when they were young. A superhero. What happened to those dreams? Why are those? And you know what a superhero is? That's a light worker. That's the one who's trying to spread light on the world. Combat evil forces. That's what a light worker is. Turning dark forces and evil energies into light. Hence the name. Your crown chakra is beaming right now. You just have to let it shine. Let that light of yours shine. You could like that movie, What's Love Got to Do with It? Especially the beginning. That's one of my favorite parts. I love that part. If you haven't seen that part, maybe just YouTube it or something, or look it up on YouTube, and just watch that part. And I'm talking a lot about kids today, so that's why that probably came up. You're a shapeshifter, and our Native American ancestors believed they were shapeshifters too. That's all you got to do is believe. You have that ability. We can shapeshift with makeup. And I don't even wear makeup. I don't got time for it. Like, even if I did wear makeup, I probably wouldn't keep up with it. It's too much. It's too much to just show what you're not. What you're not. Yeah, I can speak really well, but sometimes I just let it just flow. You know what I'm saying. And I don't know why I had to say that, because somebody probably tried to correct me in their head. If you didn't, sorry, you had to hear that. But they wanted me to address that too. Zeus could be very close to you. And so the thing is that that's what the gods and goddesses try to show us when they passed over, their legacies they left behind, to show that it's not just white race versus black race, a different culture versus a different culture. It's not that. They were tapping into their powers just how they were. And too bad they were born in a time where separation was key. But we need to get back to unity. Jesus is coming through. And Jesus talks about the branches in a vine. And the branches in a vine is about unity. You stay connected to your source, your highest power, love. That's the highest superpower you got. If you don't feel like you got no talent, you don't have to read tarot cards. You don't have to be a public speaker. You don't have to be an athlete or writer or singer or dancer or whatever you consider famous or talented. You don't have to be that. If you know how to love, and you do that no matter what situation or environment you're in, you're more powerful than anybody who isn't doing that. Think about a bad boss. What makes them a bad boss? Because they don't got love in their heart. They just embody that position of authority. Don't care who they hurt. Don't care how they talk to people. That's not love. You don't have to be in love with anybody just to show love. That's where they're saying society has got it twisted. I'm even thinking about when you go to like public places like welfare, DMV. They treat you like you cattle, like you nothing, like you're worth nothing. Hathor must be here. Because I don't believe cattle is nothing, because cattle provides. I don't care if you eat meat or not. It provides. All of our animals provide. And they're willing to sacrifice themselves to provide for us. Like the plants. They have souls too. And they're willing to sacrifice themselves for us to provide. Maybe you are a provider. I'm getting a lot of third eye chakra cards here. You could be from like Arabia or, somewhere in, what is it called? Like, is it the India country, Eastern? Those areas like where Pakistan is. Or you could be mixed with this. Your ancestors could be from here. You may not even know it. Confirmation. And we talk about kids and stuff. Look at that. I don't know if you can hear that, but beautiful. But I know someone who would be mad that kids are making noises. But that's what they do. That's what they do. Especially when they're not your kids, You just gotta learn to deal with it. If it's your kids and they're being disruptive, you can, discipline them a bit. But you don't have to hurt them to discipline them. Just tell them to stop. And if they have a hard time taking orders, look at how you take orders. They're just a reflection of you. Do you have a hard time taking orders? Do you not want anyone to tell you anything, whether it's for your good or not? This could be man or woman. I don't know. They just asked me that. I'm not perfect with my child either. But I'm very surprised of how much he understands of me. And sometimes, because I don't want to hurt God so much, because I know how close my child is to God, I let a lot of stuff slide. Because I don't want to hurt my child. And I feel like that's what the world needs to be. Not wanting to hurt anybody. Because we're God's children. Well, he said some of y'all are. God, stop! She said some of y'all are. You know how that's possible? Because God ordains everything. So if you do things beyond his orders, he can't cover that. He can't. It's not in his will. He can't cover it. But he's such a merciful God. The Creator is so merciful that because he sees things this way, he will allow a second chance for when that child grows up, for them to be able to come to him on their own. Jesus keep coming back. That's why he sent Jesus into the world. Allowed them to do what they did to Jesus. Because he was trying to give them a second chance. He saw that he didn't ordain anything that was going on during that time. He was like, well, I'm going to give them a chance to make it right with me. And they didn't. That's why he rose Jesus from the dead. And then so it's crazy and hypocritical for some of these churchgoers to even look at tarot as something, or spirituality as something of the devil. How? We probably know our relationship with God more than you do, just because you go to church every Sunday. And God told me to say, the people who are hesitant, if you're on my channel and you're hesitant about believing in this type of stuff, and you're like dipping your toe in and out, think about the people you believe are very close to God, go to church or whatever it is, however their relationship is with spirit. That's the side, tarot, or spirituality itself. Religion. Yeah, religion. Thank you, Spirit. Religion. Think about how I know in one point in their lifetime they said, God told me this. So where the fuck? God told me to say it just like this. He gave me this revelation. I was like, why do you want me to say this to these people? Where the fuck you think you heard that from? That's what spirituality people do. They hear from spirit. They build a relationship with spirits, and hear their voice, learn to communicate, learn their language. Where the hell y'all think those voices are coming from? They just found a way to organize it so that they don't have to go to church to feel connected to God. And God said he ain't in no damn church. Well, I don't curse on my channel. He wanted me to, he said be raw. Because I said, I get the sense that you're telling me. And see, I confirmed everything with him, with God, with spirit. The great mystery, cosmic God, before I say this stuff. I mean, I don't rehearse how I'm going to say it, but he gives me the points, the thoughts about things, my intuition, downloads, however you resonate. And then I say, I think you're saying this. You really want me to do that? Not to question him, because he know I'll do anything he want me to do. I don't care. Because I know he's in control. He's in control of it all. He'll let things happen, let people think they're getting away, and they won't be. They'll actually be worse off because they did that. Think about how you feel when somebody hurts your child, your little brother or sister. You want to punish them. Imagine how God feels with all that power he has. All that power he has. It always reminds me of the story. When he was on the cross, he said, forgive them, God. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know. Because he knew how powerful God is. And God is so loving and caring and willing to do whatever his children want that he will listen. She will listen. And that's why you got to be very careful who you let slide by with anything. Because not that, well, he will step in. Like I said, he stepped in today on my computer because I wanted to keep going even though he was telling me to stop in so many ways. But he just knows my focus. So I gotta shut it all down. And that's how he is. He will rule through destruction. Shiva is here. These are all people on his team. They're from different cultures, different religions when they were reincarnated, but their reincarnation is real. Because he's trying to show in different ways. Like see in different ways. Okay, you want this? You're more receptive to this? I'll give you this. But none of it's working, he says. None of it. Not because he's trying to bow down, he's just trying to get in touch with people in the best way. And you see, like people used to get put on trial, hung for some of the stuff that people do on YouTube now. A lot of things, not just tarot. They would get whipped and hung and all that stuff for it. But evolution is real. We ain't come from no monkeys. Because like Cat Williams said, then what are these monkeys that are living now? If we came from monkeys, who are these monkeys? What are these monkeys now? We didn't come from monkeys. The time changes. The environment changes. And they keep bringing me back to the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were extinct. You know why? Not because they just went away and disappeared from the earth. They continue to be fixed to only produce one race. So that was another way of population control. Like now, these transgenders, people trying to be a sex or not trying to be their natural thing. I don't have anything against it, but it's another way for population control. That's why they're allowing gay people to be married in certain areas of the world, because it stops the world from growing in some type of way, whether it's subtle or not, but it does it. And eventually, the people they want to be on the earth is going to be on the earth. But this earth shouldn't be something that we try to inhabit, because there's a better place for us. That's why we're able to die. My aunt's coming in, and we be judged. I think Judgment Day is just going to happen like on a stage or something. Nah, it's happening all the time. It's happening while you're alive, and it's happening when you're not alive no more. So why hurt people just to get a grand life on this earth, which is way less than heaven? Whether heaven is in the sky or heaven under the ground, wherever heaven is, it's better than this. I can guarantee you that. There's no one suffering in heaven, because that's not God's heart. Whew. Y'all had a lot? That's a lot. Okay. That was my channel. That's some of it was the cards, but that was channel. Let's get. And I have some. They say you're on the right path though, or the road is opening up for you. They said, whatever it is, for you. Right there. Okay. All right. What else you have from them, Spirit? Why should they love themselves? They said because you have an ancient and wise soul. See, this body ain't nothing. Your soul is so advanced. Your soul has been witnessing things like trees. That's probably why trees can be in close to me. The message is about trees. The trees have been around for a long time. Before even people knew to cut down trees to use it for stuff, they were around. And you know, trees don't need much. Trees don't need another tree to create another tree. Trees come from seeds. And then that tree could continue to regenerate itself, depending on what type of tree it is. They don't cease to exist. And that's probably why I was getting that shape-shifting energy, too. Regeneration. Okay. And then when I said, God said, all right, you want this? I'll give you this. It bring me to the Caesar story. Before then, they didn't have a king. Before Caesar, they didn't have a king. And God told them, you don't want a king. You don't want a king. And they felt like they needed a king. They needed someone to follow. And this could be you. You need someone to follow. And I'm not here to be followed. I don't want to be followed. I want to feel like what I'm saying is actually helping people. I don't want to be followed. I don't care. That's probably why they don't want me to show my face. I'm thinking it's because of my own insecurities and my tripod. You see what they do? They break into tripods and stuff. But they know my heart. They know no matter what they put in front of me, it's just enough so I can figure out another way to do it on their path, though, in their will. So that's why I beg for subscriptions. I ain't too proud to beg. All right, left eye here. I ain't too proud to beg for subscriptions. Sorry if I said prescriptions. I felt like I did. Oh yeah, they're saying even don't trust too many of those prescriptions either. Yeah, when I was pregnant, they prescribed me so many things. I'm like, and then I read some of the stuff on it. They said, yeah, it could give your baby something they were trying to give me and they continue to give it to me. And then I just used to tell them, like, I was, like not to play with them or anything, but just to see if they had different options for me. And I would tell them I still have this issue. I'm thinking they would give me something different, maybe a little bit more safe or gentler or something like that. And, see if it worked better with my body. They kept giving me the same thing. When I did my research on it, they said, it can give your baby cleft lip. And I was so happy. I used to just collect the prescriptions. I used to go fill them. I used to just collect them to see how many they was going to give me. I don't even know where they are now. I think I just threw them away when I moved. But, yeah, and I know that is true because I saw a baby who was born after mine, by someone who I knew, and their baby came out with cleft lip. And they were having the same issues that I was having. But they trusted the doctor to give them something that won't harm their baby. They trusted them. Now your baby has cleft lip. Cleft lip. Cleft lip just don't come. It's not genetics. You weren't born with a cleft lip. So why would your baby have one? The first baby wasn't born with that. And I'm saying a lot about that story because first of all, I don't think this person will watch me because of how they treated me. Hence why we're not associates anymore. But I'm not talking about them because of that. I just watched and observed it. People say put so much on the internet. And like I say before, if you've been watching my videos, like, I don't tell people nothing I don't want them to know. So if you didn't want me to know, you wouldn't have posted it. I mean, you may not follow my same values, but most of the time when you tell people something, they're going to remember it, or they're going to take that information. You could be, yeah, they say you have really, and I didn't even look at this card. It's talking about healer. You're a healer, and the world needs you. And I didn't look at this card. I swear I didn't. When I was talking about prescription, I was talking about subscriptions. I didn't even look at the card. Now I'm looking at it. I'm saying why they told me that, because I could have just corrected myself and kept going with the message, right? But I had to take some time out for that. Because God, our spirit, our Holy Spirit, knows our heart, knows our soul, knows every last experience. They will remind you of stuff. So if you got a good memory, that's even better for them to work through you, because they'll remind you of some stuff you forgot. And I thank God for my memory. I thank God. Sometimes, like, I try to forget stuff so it won't be crowding in my head. I don't be wanting all that stuff in my head. And you could be like that too. You could, if they put a label on it, they would call it, what's it called, like trauma something. It's like an effect with trauma or something. But I remember a lot of my trauma. But sometimes people will try, not like dissociation, I think. Like, you just try to, I'm not well versed in their words. I just understand experience, like whether it's happening to me or someone else I knew about. But whatever it is, where you deny it ever happened because it's not in your memory. Like, you'll be like, that didn't happen to me, but it's really in your memory, and you just naturally forgot about it because it hurt you so badly. It gave you an adverse effect or something like that. You know, like, just because I'm not a doctor with a doctorate degree doesn't mean that I don't understand some of this. Just because I'm not a psychologist or anything like that doesn't mean that I don't understand that. But you could be like this too. You could even actually be questioning yourself because you're not those things. God's here to tell you, you are those things. You are a healer. The world needs what you have, what they planted on the inside of you. They say you're great at communicating. Mercury is here. Or you could be ruled by, or you could have Mercury in Gemini or something like that. Or you could have, or you could be a Gemini or a Virgo. Really, you're the more Gemini vibes. But I'm even getting a sense that you've been here so many times. You were around when dinosaurs were around. Anything else, y'all? Nope. Okay. Yeah, you could be an Aries. So yeah, you're very goal, action oriented. Yeah, cute. Your ability to be patient through disasters and training. Someone's really good at doing hair. Maybe you do hair magic if they keep it coming. Yeah, good changes are coming though. And love yourself through all of this. Love yourself through all of it. Don't love your pain. Some people, that's why you could get somebody who says, like, I've been told this a lot, like, you look like nothing you've been through. And people don't know what I've been through until I talk about it, until I tell them about it. And I just was like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I got to the point, well, it was so bad that I didn't wear my scars so much that people thought I grew up in a 2-parent household because of how disciplined I was. And before I was even, like, I always knew God. Because when my mom was alive, those who are new here, my mom passed away when I was young. And I was in foster care 2 years before she passed away. So, and that could be important information for someone because they wanted me to add that. Because that's very important too, because when they took me away, that just broke both of our hearts because we were all we had. It was like tearing us apart, literally. Our skin was stuck together and it ripped our skin off. That's how it felt. And especially when she passed, it was 10 times worse than that, I feel. But, yeah, they thought I grew up in a 2-parent household, and because I was just so disciplined, I always believed in God. Like, I had to. Because I felt like once my mom passed away, especially when she passed away, because like I felt a little bit closer to her even when I was in foster care, because she would come visit me consistently and, you know, expectantly and stuff like that. Like it was almost like she never left when she started visiting me, but it was just so hard to take that arrangement. But I had to continue to believe that this was temporary. So maybe, yeah, see, I didn't even know that's where I was going with that, but you know, that's why they say you're able to be patient in the times of chaos and suffering, waiting for the changes to come. Because I have a card that says, hold on, change is coming. But it's in reverse. And my reversals mean good. It means you're able to do that. You are able to do that. That's one reason why you should lay yourself. You know how hard that is? Then I was young. I was 5 years old, 4 years old even. Because people didn't give me the right information. I would say that. Let me just leave it at that. But yeah, and when people would say that to me, I would feel like, dang. It would feel like I would feel that burden on my shoulder. Like, before that, I wouldn't think about the burden. But then I would feel it because I'm like, dang, I've been doing it like that. And then you know how parents feel. I don't know if you are a parent, or you know, maybe you grew up, your parent felt like they were never doing good. They never could do anything right, or they must not be doing this perfect or the right way. I will say I felt like that. So it explained why. Because once I became a parent, I always felt like that. And I kept going. So I'm like, if I did this for myself, I know I can do this for somebody else. Because that's how I even judge people based on their hair, like based on whether they can do my hair. If they can do their own hair, and I'm asking who did their hair, they can definitely do mine. Because I used to be like that, where I'm like, I could do other people's hair better than my own because it's much harder, you know. Like, you got to do so much. So that's what kept me going and believing in myself and believing that I could be a good parent, believing that I was on the right path, even if nobody said I was. And the same goes back to when people would tell me I look like I grew up with 2 parents, and I would just feel like, oh, I'm doing this all wrong because I'm just trying to figure out everything by myself. I felt like I was making so many mistakes. But God could have probably sent those people to tell me that, to let me know. Look how well you're doing. People thought it was almost like when you leave a kid in the house by themselves all the time and no one knows about it because that kid is so self-sufficient. But yeah, so I don't know why they got me to talk about myself. I don't really like to talk about myself because I don't feel like people want to hear about me. And I don't say this out of pity for myself, but I've been told that before. You know, and I really just try to tell my story, and I'm encouraged more to tell my story to encourage others. You know, I try to use my trauma to heal other people. Try to use my hurt and pain to heal other people, because what I experienced, I don't want that to happen to other people, even if it's at the detriment of myself, because I know how hard that was for me. My sibling on my mother's side, I remember always thinking like, I was the one. I would have rather, knowing how she was, she's never had a fight in her life, and I'm not the best fighter or anything like that, but just knowing how to navigate those situations and knowing who she was, she wouldn't have lasted in that environment. And I always used to think like, and she's older than me, she's 9 years older than me, and I always would say, I'd rather have been the one that was in foster care and had this life than her. But she still treats me like I did something wrong to her. So the love I have for myself, the love I have for her, I have to pour it all into myself, because I'm not going to continue to let you beat up on me. Not physically, but whoo, she said some hurtful things to me. I don't know why they want me to go there, but she said some hurtful things to me, and she treats me like I had the better end of the stick, because I really turned what I had into the best I could. Like, she had the chance to go to college, and she quit college. Her college was paid for by her dad or something, her dad's side of the family. Well, I was still in foster care. Then I go to college with no help at all, none, but my own. I had to get scholarships, loans, grants to be able to, matriculate and finish. And she treats me like I did something wrong by just doing that. So I can't associate myself with someone like that, who would look at me like I did something so wrong to her. But I don't know, maybe you have a situation that's similar like that, or maybe you don't get along well with your sister and you feel bad. Maybe you're always the one that's reaching out trying to mend things. She used to always try to manipulate me. All we got, because it was only us and we didn't have a really big family. She was closest to our grandma, and then she lied about that, because our grandma wasn't really our grandma. My mom was adopted too, so we just was around like adopted people all our lives. It was really only us, and she would try to use that to be able to, you know, get away with how she treated me. Like, even if we would mend things, she would find some type of way to make us break up again. Like I was in a relationship with her, so I probably have to use that. But yeah, she would find different ways to make us break up again, and I was just like, I'm not about to continue to go through this and then have you reel me back in just because we're all we have. I've been all I have for a long time. Even when I was in foster care, I didn't see that much of her. For us to be all we had, I always felt alone. Always. And I always just had to do everything myself. And it just got so burdensome. Maybe I'm just feeling like this for you. You probably feel burdened. You feel like you don't want to try anymore. I'm scratching my head on the right side. So that's probably why Mars energy is here. Aries energy is here. I mean, left side. And that's your masculine part. So I did get a lot of crown chakra, third eye chakra. And my brain has been like buzzing lately. But yeah, so you could be feeling like that. And that's why God wants to, God wants to remind you that you are loved. You are loved. There's a reason why you should love yourself. And he's saying he loves and cherishes you so much. If nobody else does, he does. She does. However you resonate. Your higher power loves you so much. The creator loves you so much. And I'm decreeing it over your life that you realize it if you haven't already. Because I don't think I'm better than anyone. I understand we're all trying to get there. All trying to get to the point of where we have such a close relationship with God that God is just always just sitting next to us. And we feel and sense his presence or her presence without having to go to church. You have been receiving messages in your dreams, guidance. I wasn't even supposed to flip that card out, so they wanted you to know that. And I just did a dream message, uploaded a dream message. Your source really loves you. I keep saying that. They say you're a master manifester. Make your intention known. Oh my goodness. You could be a Scorpio. My sister is a Scorpio, and it said like shape-shifting energy. I look at Pluto as shape-shifting energy because it's the transformer. Normally when you transform, that's changing. So yeah, Anubis could be very close to you, or you are very close to dogs or wolves, jackals, and stuff like that. Especially jackals. I'm kidding. You could also have watched the show before or known about the show Originals. The Originals, it is on Netflix, I believe, still, or used to be on Netflix. I love that show. I love it so much. Like, it's a long series too. Like, I think it's like 6 seasons, but all of them have like 20 episodes or something. It's a long series. I think it's like 8 seasons with 20 episodes, but I don't think nothing's longer than Grey's Anatomy or what's those stories, stories that are still here, Days of Our Lives and stuff like that. I forget what it's called. I forget, but I didn't used to watch those stories, but I watched the Originals and, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. I wish that those shows continued on the air, like Grey's Anatomy. But did that tell you guys? Huh. Wow. And I didn't even remember about that until they just told me. Like, they just trying to let you know, like, it's there. And, you know, and I don't watch that show because of that reason, you know. I tried one episode, and I thought it would be something I'd be interested in, but I just didn't like that. I don't like how those type of shows could stay on the air, and then our shows have to have an ending to them or get pulled off or canceled in the middle of it. Underground. The show Underground. Looked like it was a very good show. I don't even want to watch it because it was canceled. But they're saying, like, look at what that tells y'all. Okay, so let's start off. I mean, I've been starting off the cards, but before we get to Kaliman's message, because she's the main reason for this reading, and that's another thing. It's like she's misjudged, and that's how we are, you know. And however you resonate, you know, you could be a white person going through this, so don't get offended. You may be just a black sheep in your family. You may be looked at as the black person in your family, and welcome. Don't take offense to it. Take it as, you know, enlightenment and understanding. Try to understand where we're coming from. We don't mean to put these things out here. Our people didn't fight for these things to come about because we wanted violence. We don't want violence, but we want fairness. And they're bringing me to even like them fighting the vote and how easy it was for them to give us the right to vote, but found another way to stop us from voting. And then at the end of the day, nobody vote makes a difference. A panel of people decide at the end of the day. So why are people even voting? Why should we vote? God gave me that revelation a long time ago, and I used to be scared to say it because I would never feel like it's the right time to say it, but I guess the right time is now, maybe because it's past election day. And today is Thanksgiving, so I normally say the date, but when I'm recording this, I don't know when they're going to have me post it. Hopefully they'll have me post it soon, so it can be relevant. But my indigenous ancestors, my Native American ancestors said the real day that they honor and give homage to is the day after. And look at what they call it, Black Friday. And, you know, that was originated even, well, I want to say they all kind of happened around the same time period, but that originated down the line when slaves were being sold. If you don't know about that, maybe you do, and you still take part in Black Friday. And it's okay, because honestly, that's actually, if you think about it in a different perspective, that's actually the best type of day to get what you wanted and always wanted and needed. You know, because they use that day to give people a discount and stuff. So, but do give homage to what happened on those days, you know, and you'll be in good graces with God. So God is saying right now, the Creator is saying that, like, because I used to feel like when I found out about Black Friday, that was when I finally had money to even use for Black Friday. And then when I found out the truth behind Black Friday, because I went to HBCU, so a lot of this stuff is just, you know, it's like a magazine for us. You know, they expose us to a lot of this stuff, you know, the real stories behind a lot of things. And you just use your discernment to continue to live your life in a way, but be cognizant of how those things came about. But yeah, and when was that? Oh yeah, so yeah, when I found out about the real history of that, I didn't even want to go shopping on those days. I was like, shoot, I don't want to go shopping if that means I'm celebrating that. But God gave me the revelation, gave me the download, and that was before I even knew about spirituality. But so I've been talking to God for a long time. I've been listening to God for a long time, and He's shown me in so many ways His glory, and that's why I always believed in Him. But he's like, actually, this is actually the best day to do it. If you're gonna, you know, like if you're gonna do something that you want to do, that's the best time to do it, because no other day they give discounts. No Christmas, no nothing. No other days they give discounts like that. They give ridiculous amounts of discounts on that day. So if you want, you should. That's what they say. That's what they say. So don't feel bad if you do celebrate. I mean, if you do take advantage of Black Friday, go ahead and do that. Especially if you already did this by the time you saw this video. But you know, don't feel bad. Don't feel remorse. Okay, that's what they're saying. So let's see what rooms we have. Okay, you wanted this? Yeah, the soul has been all up in my readings lately. So your soul is communicating to you in your dreams. I would shuffle these, right? Okay. I'm like, I got the same one. They trying to test me on that. Is that you, Oz? I hope it is. I can't remember it. Now teeth came out again, but that's in reverse. Good. Wait, is it in reverse? I think it is. Yeah, I think it's in reverse. I hope it is. Now teeth is a disruption room. Okay. So I'm gonna just get 5 today. Yeah, I normally get. Let me get another row because I like to see the confirmation. Okay. Let's give me some to confirm it. Okay. They gave me 6 more. They got something to say to you. But yeah, I started talking about like how this was Egyptian's language. Oh wow. Egyptian's language, but they now call it Romans. Yeah, I went all on those tangents, but hopefully it was meaningful to you. Hopefully you got something out of it. But it was a purpose to that. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, there's multiple good ones here now. Oh no, this is not these. I keep forgetting. No, that's hail, halas or something. Hadalas. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that as the overall, but that's in reverse. Good. Okay. All right, so let me confirm the ones that I don't really know about. Thank you for bearing with me. Someone could be suffering from like porn addiction, or that was a weird download they just gave me, but they're saying love yourself through it. They're saying even if you're willing, if you want to stop, if you feel like you should stop, they're saying that try to look at like more like loving porn, like people who are looking more intimate porn, like not the rough stuff and stuff like that, and it will help you, you know, not feel like you have to watch someone else do it, and you know, do what you have to do to interact with the divine through that medium yourself, because that's what it is, you know. But or you may be more guided to be celibate. Okay, yeah, be celibate. Okay. Ooh, excuse me, I yawned, but I think that's confirmation that I said it how they wanted me to say it, because I was very kind of uncomfortable with that message, but not to the point where I didn't want to say anything. I just thought like, okay. All right, so what I'm getting from the runes, just information from the runes. What is that? How did I get here? I don't know how to get here. There's some markings. Like, I'm so gentle with a lot of my stuff, like my books and stuff. Like, I don't even like to write on my cards if they're not meant to be wrote on. You know, like some people like write on them. I've seen them more. You know, I try to be so gentle. I treat them like they're my kids too. And, you know, and they reminded me of like when before I had a child, like I used to treat my hair. Well, I still kind of do treat it like my kid, but I always just say my hair is the child I never had. And wow, y'all just going everywhere. Y'all just got me putting myself on blast. I'm just kidding. They're like, they're telling me to remind you like your hair is a gateway to God. So, oh, wow. See, and this is relevant because God, God, our Native American ancestors, our Aboriginal ancestors, our lineage, that lineage, those people. But I don't say it like I'm separated from them, because I'm not. I'm very close to them. I feel like nobody had to tell me that. They told me themselves. So, yeah. So some of the stuff is hard for me to talk about because it hurts my heart. But they want me to talk about it, and you know, in Native American culture, some of the elders, that's what they are. They're storytellers, and that's how the history is mainly kept and passed on, is through storytelling. So that's why I continue to do this too, you know, because I never know, like, even if I'm not getting picked up right now, like, maybe my information, my knowledge could help someone down the line. Maybe it won't be this generation, you know, like it may have to take a generation to get my word and voice heard, but I'm willing to wait that long. I'm willing to, you know, be put up against that type of time, because that's how much I want to put this information out there and try to enlighten those who are searching for this information or just plainly don't know. I hate using the word naive, but that's all it means, is you don't know, you know. And sometimes information, some stuff you don't think you should know. You don't even know. I was supposed to know that. Like some of the stuff I even know, I'm like, I'm supposed to know that. Why? So the Native American ancestors, when they were conquered or taken into captivity and stuff, you know, or had to leave their lands. But most of the ones that were taken into captivity, when they were taken, their captors cut off their heads. Cut off their hairs on their hair on their heads. And you know, everybody had hair in that tribe. That culture. You know, that ethnicity. Everybody, men and women. Sometimes men grow their hair since they were young. You know, and it's because your history is in your hair. Your connectivity is in your hair too. You know, it's an extension of your skin, your body. You know, so they cut it off, and then because men would normally keep their hair because it helps them sense the enemy coming in trying to sneak into their tents. Like they would already know, but you know. And even some of the captors, or you know, the people who were trying to defeat them, they snuck into their tents and tried to cut their hair. You know, like they tried to cut their hair because they knew their power was in their hair. Getting the stories of Samuel, is that Samuel with Delilah? I think it is. Yeah, maybe that happened to you. I actually know someone in real life that happened to them. Like that, their hair was cut off by Delilah, basically. But and they could sense when your power is somewhere. You know, like, but God is so good that He don't just make it just all your power be in your hair. You know, it's distributed around your body, but how you take care of your hair. If you love your hair is going to love you back. And that's the thing. If you love your body's going to love you back. If you love yourself is going to love you back. So I guess that's why they wanted me to take some time out to say that. But yeah, so in that case, their hair had their back, you know, so that's their form of love and protection. But that power is still here. You know, that power is still here. Oh, goodness. Yeah, and circumcision is another example of that. You know, like God told me to say it just like this. Stop circumcising y'all kids. And think about the people who are impotent. Yeah, impotent. See, they're telling me directly how they want me to say it. Impotent right now. I bet you they're circumcised. God know that. I don't know. I haven't slept with every man. I haven't seen every man's thing. But most of the people who are impotent is because they're circumcised. All of the nerves are in the top. So if you take that top off, the feelings are gone, or they're gonna fade away over time. Maybe that's why I came in after the hair things, like all the stuff, all the nerves, history is there. Hair is considered a dead part of your body, but it's really not. It's very well and alive. And actually, it said, God confirmed it to me. You know, like I don't listen to what scientists say, because scientists will have you questioning your whole life. But God says, like, your memory is in your hair. And think about that. You know, it is. You know, think about how your hair grows from the roots. And then after it grows from the roots, what's still there? The hair that was already there. So it's holding on to something, you know, whether you believe it's memory or not. But yeah, and I used to be a victim of this, like, and that's why he told me to continue to hone in on how I felt about my hair, like, because I would actually, I got to the point now, but before I would go to places and get my hair done, and you know, like, cause I would want to be pampered sometime, and they would always find something wrong with my hair. Like, oh, it's a lamp, you know, like you gotta get this, and you know, just to charge me more money. Like, not because that's not really what's good for my hair, what's gonna help my hair thrive, or cut your hair and stuff like that. And if y'all cutting y'all hair, think about it. Do other hey, if you're other race besides black or African American, do you cut your hair a lot? Do you cut your hair every 6 weeks? No, I know you don't. And if you do, maybe you should reconsider that too, because you really don't need to cut your hair all the time. But the people who are African American, we often get told we have to cut our hair a lot. Think about that. Your hair is growing, and you keep cutting your ends, so you're cutting off your memory, or you're cutting off that history of your hair, just because it can look great, but it's not. And then they say, like, it's gonna get worse if you don't cut your hair. Why? How is it gonna get worse? Like, back in the day, like I just said, Indian ancestors never cut their hair. Some of them had hair to their feet, and they didn't cut it, and it's gonna naturally fall out. Like, trees naturally share their leaves. That's what our hair is. Our hair is the leaves on a tree. So they keep telling me stuff like this because they want me to share this with you guys. I mean, I knew this already, but they always encourage me to share because I don't like to talk to people like they don't know. But it's obviously some people who just don't know. And I've seen people. I would see somebody who get their hair done every 2 weeks, and their hair would still be the same size, like length. They want me to say size, but length, y'all. If you go to somebody who knows so much more about your hair than you do, or who's so great at hair, why is your hair not growing? And then when it is growing, it don't look like it. So they always encourage me to just do my own hair, because I got to the point where I don't even want to go to people because I don't want to hear what you got to say about my hair. It's something every time. Because I got to the point where I start working around that. Like, I don't want to go to nobody who can cut my hair no more. You know, like I used to go to those places where it's against the law to cut your hair. Like, so you won't be able to do that. You won't try to talk me into it, because I used to care so much about my hair that I would listen to these people who's supposed to be more experts than me, but who knows more about your hair than you. And that's probably why you should love yourself too. You know more about yourself than anybody else can tell you. A doctor, anybody. Even a lawyer, they're saying. Because I almost said lawyer, but they said, yeah, lawyer. That's why they had to ask you the story. They help you fit your story into the law of what you don't know, but you know the most about your story and yourself. Nobody can tell you that. You got to tell them. But anyway, yeah. So I got to the point where I just don't want to go to the salons or nothing. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I don't care if it's true. I don't care. And then they'll be talking that shit. Ooh, I don't like the Cashapp, but this is them. It's not me. But they'll be talking that shit. I'll just say it now. They'll be talking that shit like with a whole fucking wig on their head. Whole fucking some other than their own hair. And I don't wear wigs and stuff. You know, weaves. I haven't worn weaves or wigs or even braids like with other hair in it in years. So I've been just dealing with my own hair. So of course it's gonna have wear and tear on it. But it's so nice. It's so nice. And then I go to y'all and y'all act like it's the worst thing in the world. Where it's just so hard to deal with. Try to charge me extra. Try to convince me to give you a bigger tip. Or whatever your tactic is. You just don't know how to deal with my hair. And so I just got to the point where I don't even want to go to them. Like, I'll just deal with my hair no matter how long it takes. Sometimes it takes days for me to do my hair. Because I am a mom. Or I'll be having to get up really early and then be tired and not be able to get my energy elsewhere. So I just take my time with it now. And just take care of it. When I do get it done, or do it myself. Maybe that's what they're encouraging me to tell you to do. If you feel like you got to go to people. If you feel like you don't know nothing about hair. You know how to put water on your hair, right? I don't care how I look. After a while, you'll figure out something that fits your hair. You start loving it, it's going to start loving you back. But some people, like, because I wear my hair curly a lot. So I could just wet my hair and it'll get curly, and I can wear it just like that. I'll get all types of compliments on it. Like, even people who I would have viewed as having better hair than me would compliment me on my hair. But I don't wear my hair for compliments. I wear my hair because it's comfortable for me, you know? So I don't want to go to nobody who's going to try to make me feel any other way. No, I don't care how you think about my hair. I don't care how hard and thick you think it is, or what I need to do differently. Oh, what kind of product you use? Because I think you should use these products. Like, I don't care. Just do my hair how I want you to do it. And I always have to end up doing something else to it anyway. They never do it how I want to do it. If I tell you straight, I'm coming out with curls. Why? I told you straight. There's a reason why I wanted it straight. Why you curl my hair? They got you sitting away from the mirror so you can't see what they're doing while they're doing it. Sorry. Ooh, yeah. Y'all ancestors, guys, talk it. Anyway, let's get back to the rules. I didn't get to the rules, y'all. And I got 1:44 on the clock. Let me say that. That clock is not right, but let me see it when it's it. So that's what it is. But yeah, so we got the self room. So I'm getting higher self vibes from that. That's upright. And then we have I'm not gonna give y'all the names no more. Well, not today. They got me going in different ways. But we also have the defense room. Oh, the U tree. And that's all about transformation, avertive powers, like cycles, different powers, different times of the year where different powers are activated. I'm getting from that. But it's also a defense mechanism where you use your power to thwart against some of these things that you're going through. Maybe it is self-esteem. Maybe it is confidence. Maybe it is, just believing, in general. Believing that you are good enough in general. Like, because self-esteem is different than believing that you are worthy. Because you can have good self-esteem and still not feel like you're worthy of something. Something, whatever it is. That doesn't mean you got a whole issue with yourself. You just don't believe you could do that. Like in my last video about the dreams, I spoke about how I applied for this job. God told me to apply for this job, and yep, and this is they're trying to get me to talk a lot about my experiences before spirituality, because I feel like a lot of people feel like if you're not into spirituality, you're not close to God. Maybe that's what it is too. Maybe you're not worthy to be close to God or something like that. But yeah, I just scratched my head, so they're saying this right. Yeah, and I always take that as almonds because that's how they communicate with me. They could be communicating with you in different ways, but that's why I say, yeah, that's why I say what I said was right. Maybe what applies to you may not be right, but what I just said is right and what they wanted me to say. Okay, that's how I'm confirming. Then the AC just cut on, well, the heater just cut on when I said that too, so take it how it resonates, y'all. But yeah, they're telling me to say a lot about those experiences, but before, I said this in my dream video, so if you're wondering about your dreams and stuff, please go check out that video. You know, it's a lot of stuff in that video, a lot of information in that video, and I feel like it's very important for someone, even if all of it don't resonate. They just gave me all that information because those are different scenarios people could be dealing with. And I've even tried, you know, I'm a dream interpreter, but I've tried to like look up like certain dream messages, and I couldn't even find information about it. So I felt like that's why they wanted me to do that, and they even telling me like they want me to do more of those, like more of that. So maybe that would just be a series, because a lot of downloads come to me about that, you know, dreams and stuff. So, and fairies are very closely connected to the dream world. Like, and if you come across that reading and then it encouraged you to continue to watch my readings or check out some of my older readings, like that's because the fairies brought you here. They just said that. They like, don't forget. Yeah, because they tell me that like they're connected more to dreams than people realize. And yeah, and that's why sometimes you don't even see, like, maybe, well, at least in some of my dreams, let me just speak for myself. In some of my dreams, I don't see who's talking to me unless they want to show themselves, and that's how they are. They could be invisible if they want to, and you know, but still be talking to you like they're in whole flesh and blood. I'm getting like Tinkerbell. Maybe somebody like Tinkerbell, but I named one of my fairies that I have after Tinkerbell too. So maybe she's trying to talk through this reading. She's upstairs. So hey girl, I hear you. Thank you. Yeah, see, I talk to all my stuff like they're real life stuff because I believe that they are, or there's a reason why I've been connected with them. My car is the same way, you know, and I love her. Anyway, hey girl, she came in like, yeah, don't forget about me. But yeah, so before, yeah, so in the video I mentioned, like, you know, God told me to apply for this job that I was like, y'all, you sure I'm gonna be qualified for this? You know, this is higher. And then so I applied for both. Like, so I applied for one I knew I would get, and then I applied for the one they told me to apply for. And I didn't even get considered for the one I thought I was gonna get. I got considered for the one that they told me to apply for, which was a higher position, of course. But the lady, a white lady, sabotaged me because she was the only one against me for that position, and I didn't know she ran for the position. I didn't even know her before I ran for the position, or I applied for the position even. And they were trying to sabotage me so badly that they told the lady I applied for the position and I was in her class. So and she had sabotaged me so badly, and it still hurts when I think about it. You know, they cried to me and I hugged her, and for some reason I like now I'm getting the sense like how I regret that, you know, but like before now I didn't regret it, like because I know that's who I am. I am a person who has love in their heart no matter what position I'm in. You know, whether I got the position or not, I would still act the same way, you know. So maybe that's what they love about you, is that, you know, nobody can deter you from being you yourself. Your heart is still shining. But yeah, so and I start talking about that because the worthiness is like, even though I was confused about why God told me to apply for that job, and I was like, I didn't feel qualified for it, doesn't mean I had a whole different problem with myself. So you see how that difference is, you know, because somebody would say like, oh, you got low self-esteem because you don't believe you're worthy of this. Like, that doesn't equate, y'all. That don't equate. And I'm just getting a sense of whoever's watching me right now, or, you know, listening to this video, however you resonate, watching this video, let's just say that, watching this video right now, they get to the point where they just don't feel, they're not, well, I'm not receiving the right words to say, or, you know, understanding the right words to say right now, but I'm getting that sense that someone just doesn't feel like they're good enough for something, so they just don't try. This don't have to just be a job either. This could be like approaching a girl or a guy. Okay. Okay, so this could go both ways. Somebody's scared to approach you because they don't feel like they're worthy of you, or you're scared to approach somebody else because you don't feel worthy enough for them. That's so beautiful. Either way, you see, like, because we need to have some of that, you know, in our lives, you know, because that's more acceptable than to think that you got to hurt somebody because you don't feel worthy enough. You get what I'm saying? Like that. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope it's coming out right. But I think that's what I needed to say. That's probably why I had to bring up that other stuff about how the lady sabotaged me. Because she felt like, you know, I'm younger than her, way younger than her. She was like in her 50s. But she wanted to get out that position so bad, she was willing to hurt me in any way she can. And she got the position. Long story short, y'all, she got the position. And I didn't even get the position that I thought I was going to get because she sabotaged me so bad. Shouldn't I be mad? It hurts. It hurts, but I'm not mad because I expected her to do something like that, especially if they told her. You think if I knew she applied for something, you think I would have told her anything? I wouldn't have told her nothing. So yeah, watch that video, because I go more into detail about that story and how it started and stuff. I'm not gonna, rehash it in case you already watched the video. But yeah, so let's go back to the rooms. And I'm just taking my time with this. I see why, because they want me to make sure you get it in your head that why you should love yourself. Why you should love yourself. This is why. Because you're awesome. You're beautiful. You have so much power and talent just in the way you use your heart. You don't have to do things like I just mentioned. I bet you, if you use your heart to not hurt people. See, yeah, I've been hurting that way too. Watch my raw video too, the raw video, if you're looking for something to, get more information about who you're speaking with. Because I know when I come across someone, then I'm like, oh, I'm interested in her, and if they got a lot of videos, like I don't even have a lot of videos yet, so it's easier for me to say, yeah, watch this video. But I do plan on making a lot of videos, so I may not even be able to do this later. And I just understand that I'm still growing, and it could be people who are just coming in, trickling in and stuff, and I want to pay respect and homage to you all and welcome you all, be approachable to you all as well, and make things a little easier by telling you like exactly what, if you may be looking for a certain thing, you could go to this video and that video, like, I don't know, better reference, I don't know, but because I've seen things like, I watch other readers and, and stuff like that, and I'm supportive, and those readers don't even know my name or anything like that, don't even know who's supporting them. So I'm trying to acknowledge that, like, I really appreciate you for supporting me, and if you're willing and able, go check out any of my other videos and that I mentioned, especially the ones I mentioned, because some people will be like, yeah, I did a video with this and this, and like I said, I probably will get to that point if I have so many videos, but I trust God to be able to let me know which was which anyway, so I don't even try to worry about that. See, I don't try to fill my brain up with unnecessary information, y'all, but I don't do it because I don't want to help people. I do it in a service to be able to help people, because I want to be able to make your life easier just as well as I'm trying to make my own life easier. Hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, check out those videos if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much again for contributing to the algorithm and helping spread this message to others who may have found it based on just your view. That's what a view will do. Like, y'all don't understand that. It's really not about the metrics. You don't know what the likes do. The likes do that too, and it's sad. It's really sad that and that's another difference in the scale. Like, white people's videos, their likes be matching up to their views, but black people's videos, they don't. Sorry, they wanted me to say that, they don't. I found a game in it. Like, I look at the views and then compare the likes. And God be telling me, he always just say, dang, they got a lot of haters. So I just made a game out of it. Like, I'll start calculating the percentage. Like, damn. And most of the average, what the average percentage is from likes to views? It's so sad. The average is 5%. I used to always be rooting for 10. I'm like, okay, at least I got 10%. Maybe people just forget, but 5%, it ain't that many people forgetting, is it, y'all? Nah. And if it's that many people forgetting, if you're on this video and you want to do something about that, just try to make it a habit to just like it as soon as you click on it. That's what I start to do, because I'm like, I want to do my part, at least if I can't make everybody like the videos and stuff. So when I resonate with someone and I like what they have to say, most of the time I just give them a like, even if I don't end up resonating with the video. Like, shoot, I want to help this message spread too. I want to help, and I'm not a hater. Like, I don't care, like, you could be better than me. You could have millions of views, and I used to feel like that too. I'm like, my like won't do shit. Like, they got like thousands of views or millions of views and millions of likes and stuff. Like, my like ain't gonna mean nothing. But imagine the people who those likes don't match up. Your like means something. So I just do that, especially when I see that small percentage, 5%, y'all. 5%, y'all liking 5% of people's videos. And I would say I like almost 100% of my videos. I got to the point where I have to, listen to God and let her tell me, let the creator tell me, the source tell me whose videos to like or not. And now it don't even matter on that, like whether it's 5% or 10% or stuff like that, because they will tell me exactly who I need to be supporting and who I don't need to support. And if I don't listen, they'll show me why I don't need to support that person. They'll show me in different ways. Yeah, and that's in another video. If you haven't watched my Jesus video, pound number 2, you will see what I'm talking about. But even if you just go to watch that video, hit the like button. Hit the like button of all my videos if you can. Just do that for me if you can, please, because it really helps. It really helps. And I'm not asking for myself. I don't care about the popularity. Like I said, a whole generation could go by and nobody could view my videos but that generation after this one, and I will be happy because someone viewed them and someone got some information from them. And then liked it so that that information could be spread across the world, because that's the goal. That can't happen, especially with these algorithms and stuff. Like, if it was fair where your likes and stuff didn't matter, I wouldn't care. Like, I started off not even asking for it. Like, I asked for it at the end of the video in a post, but I never mentioned it. Like, yeah, I was about to question myself on that. I'm like, I never mentioned it? And I just started like asking for it because I understand how important it is. And then it happened after I got a video that most people viewed, but I didn't get that many likes on it. And I'm just like, damn, like, okay, well, and then so I was seeing how important our likes and see God be watching. God sent me an email. Well, YouTube sent me an email, but God made YouTube send me an email talking about the algorithm and stuff. And they were saying, comments and likes are important. So I don't like, views are important. Views are very important. But like, it keeps letting people show up on your timeline because they know you view that content. But to get it to spread to others, to spread the message, you got to like it, y'all. And that's how you'll see people. I saw people starting off, you know, like, and I was like, I would wonder, but I never really had problems with liking people's stuff. Like, I either like nobody's stuff or, you know, or like everybody's stuff. Like, I never really used to discriminate on that. But God gives me the discernment to tell me which ones I should like and which ones I should, and especially the ones that he's like, yeah, they got a lot of haters. But you will see people, like, before I started even watching tarot and stuff, like, I would see people and see when they're starting their live, they're like, make sure you hit the like button on the way in, and and I would just be like, I don't know if I would like the message. Why do I have to do that? And then, so that's why I feel like they want me to tell you why it's very important to like the video and subscribe. Yeah, and the subscriptions really matter too, you know, because that's what they be counting. Like, that's what you see. You don't see, like, you'll see the person likes once you get to a video, but what you see when you get to the video all the time, like, every time you will see somebody's subscriptions, unless they want to show, but they really judge you on that too. But, you know, I think what I got from that article and that video that they were telling us about it is that likes are very important and engagement is very important, you know, because that's how they kind of grade you, and that's what makes you keep coming up on everybody else's timeline, because they will see what's popular. It's like trends, you know, like Twitter, you know, when people continue to retweet and stuff like that, that's the same thing. Like, you would know about the message because that person, that tweet would keep getting shared, or, you know, a post would keep getting shared and stuff. So that's their way of being able to share it, they said. Like, if people are liking and commenting, you know, like the engagement, but especially if you subscribe, because now you have someone looking forward to your content, you know, like you have people looking forward to your content, and then they know now what to recommend to you, even if you don't put the notification bell and stuff. Like, yeah, you don't have to do that, but you should if you want to continue to see what's coming for your favorite YouTubers. But you should definitely like a person's video, you know, if normally what they say you like anyway, but, you know, like, just, you know, just help push that message along, you know, even if you don't like it, you know, and it's a person you want to support. Let's just say that, you know, like, it's almost like everybody's work is not going to be perfect, you know, but if you don't want to continue to support the channel, you don't have to. I'm not saying that. If you don't want to support me, that's fine. But, you know, like, if you do want to support me, that's the best way to support me right now. Well, any other way is best too, but, you know, like, that's one of the best ways to support. Actually, that's the utmost way to support me, you know, like, I would be happy with that. And it's not for the popularity. I'm just happy that my message has a chance to get across more screens or across more timelines and stuff, you know. And, you know, and you see, that's what I was getting, you know, like, when you see stuff down the timeline, like, you don't see, like, the likes and stuff even before you get to the video. You see the views, like, because that's what they're really looking at, you know, like, so if you view somebody's stuff, and then so that makes you probably want to watch it, you know, like, be like, oh yeah, a lot of people are viewing this, maybe it's something I would like, and then you'll go to the message and then you don't see as many likes. So it was just like, it's your way of being able to make sure that even more people see that down their timeline, because the likes actually mean something too, you know, like, because you don't even see it. But, you know, that's my understanding of what they're trying to say to me. But hey, I'm not the algorithm. I'm not YouTube. I could be wrong. But, you know, God gonna work it out either way. So I hope you help. You know, I hope you, I hope you help contribute, whatever. Anyway, so the defense room with the self, they're saying, you know, like, I'm getting those two together, even just like believing yourself, defending yourself, speak up. I'm getting somebody got a partner who, like, they can't speak up to. Their partner gets mad at everything. Ooh, wow, okay. Then we have, I know this room's name. It's Kano. Fire. I mean, we're getting from Mortal Kombat. You can like that movie. I love that movie. The new one. Is that the new one? Is that the new one? I don't know. The one. Yeah, I think it's the new one. But I do like the new one. I haven't seen the old one. I didn't get a chance to see it yet, but I'm pretty sure I probably like that one. But I like the whole concept of the movie Mortal Kombat. So you may like movies like that. Like, I like The Matrix. I mentioned that too. I'm getting, you know, if you haven't seen the movie on there, one of the guys, his name was Kano. You know, he shot fire from his eye, and that's how I remember that room, because it's about fire. It's opening fire, and it looks kind of like, you know, something being projected. I'm getting to, like, projectile vomiting. Yeah, I was very sick with my son. Like, I threw up every single day with my son. Projectile vomiting. Oh, that's funny. God has a sense of humor. But they're saying, yeah, believe in yourself because you're a winner. I almost called you a B word. You a star. 2 could be close to you. TIW, or you should look him up if you don't know about him. He's a Norse god. Oh, no, not him. No, Nerthus. I'm even getting Nephthys too. She's the mother of the dead. But two made me look at him too. So you can look him up if you don't know him. Yeah, you know, like, his name survives in Tuesday because his name's 2. But goddess Nerthus. Oh, I'm even getting, like, I'm getting Nephthys. You know, she's the mother of the dead. But I'm also getting, like, Nefertiti. I'm getting Nanette, the goddess. She's the Astarte. You know, Isis. Oh, goddess energy coming in, because that's what it started off as. You know. Wow. Oh, yeah, they're saying that you should believe in yourself because you're a winner. You're a winner. You're about to carry the torch, or victory is coming, if it's not here already. Okay. All right. Oh, no, that's the right side of it. Yeah, somebody's distracting you. It could be that partner I was saying about. Somebody's stunting your growth. So it could be a partner. It could be somebody else. Maybe somebody's distracting you, disrupting you. Maybe you try to do something and people disrupt you. Maybe you live in a chaotic house. Beautiful. Yeah, they're not allowing you to move something. Move. Why? Why are they not allowing you to move? Because they see that you're at the point maybe you've gone through an ego death. Maybe if you read tarot, or you like to read tarot like I do and stuff like that, or maybe it's just for yourself. You don't have to have a channel or anything. Maybe you get the Tower card a lot, and it could be in, yeah, because everybody's reversals mean different. That's why I always feel the need to say it, because I feel like new people watch me a lot, so I always reiterate that. But oh yeah, so I'm checking that energy at the door. That whatever that energy is, I send it back and make it go think and contemplate about itself, and then come back at us correctly. Whatever that is, check yourself. Yeah, God saying be still. Know that I am God. Someone's name could be like Jameer or Yamir or Etta. Yeah, somebody stopping something. Somebody stopping you from coming together with something. Maybe even holding back some money or land or property, or maybe not wanting you to move from somewhere in general. Maybe even not wanting you to go forward with your spiritual awakening. Ooh. Okay. But we do have a good rune here. I mean, the stuff is a good rune too. Yeah, it's spiritual awakening, because the next one is wholeness. Yeah, they know you're very close to God. Yeah, you could be a Leo. Definitely a Leo. Or a fire sign, but I'm getting more Leo. We did see Aries energy earlier, so Leo or Aries. Yeah, they know you're trying to separate you from God, but no, nothing can separate you from the love of God. Maybe look at that verse, if this is resonating with you. Nobody, no, nothing can separate you from the love of God. You understand that? Yeah, but he's moving away obstacles, restriction, constraints. Whew. And they bring you everything you need. Yeah, you learned the lesson. Wow. Okay. Okay, so now, sorry. Let's get to the whole reason why Kalima, she was the reason why I'm doing this. But they were like pissed off, y'all. They were like, because I was getting to the point where I stopped posting, because I mean, I just felt like it's not worth my time, like, and not because like I wanted more views. I just thought like maybe what I'm saying is not that important to people, and like and that's why I'm always hesitant, to share my stories and stuff, because I just feel like a lot of what I say is not important to people, and God wants to remind us like, nah, I'm telling you what to say because it is important. They just don't realize it yet, but don't belittle yourself just because they don't realize it. Like they don't realize it. And he told me one day, he's like, give them some time. And they say you're accessible right now. You're accessible right now, but you ain't about to be. And I try not to, like, I don't want to fearmonger people, or, like, try to manipulate people, like, just try to threaten people, or, like, just say stuff like that, because some people would be like, yeah, do it. I'm thinking about a commercial, like, this is limited time only, get it, this deal won't be here forever, and those ads and stuff. Oh, stop, y'all. Yeah, and they were saying, like, because we even noticed, or he brought to my attention, like, the ads for white people are so far little and in between on their channels, but when it comes to black people, like, ads are like every 5 minutes on their videos. Why is that? Sorry, I'm grabbing something. One moment. Yeah, they're far in between. And then on black people videos, like, yeah, so you know how YouTube just went through that upgrade, right? And but before that, you can see where the ads were, like, and I remember going to some of the videos, like, and it would be like 3 or 4 hour videos. So it couldn't be like, oh yeah, only people with like short videos have a lot of ads, or people with long videos have a lot of ads. Like, it was both, like, and I compared it. And every time I would go to a black person channel, especially someone who's like up and coming, rising and moving fast, a few of the YouTube channels that I watch, and yeah, I'm not gonna promote nobody, because nobody's promoting me, so I'm not about to promote nobody no more. So yeah, I don't promote nothing until y'all start promoting me, supporting me, sponsoring me. I don't promote nothing. I don't even tell people where I get my stuff. If they ask me where I get my stuff, I ain't promoting for that person or that company, so they give me some money, so they give me some support. They wouldn't know if I exist from Sue, Sally, and Bill. They wouldn't know. So I'm not promoting them. I don't care. And they call, yeah, because I heard somebody like call people haters when they say like, yeah, I don't know, like a person doesn't know where they get their clothes. Sometimes, like, because I had my clothes for a long time, I wouldn't know where I got it from, or I would be like, well, I think I got it from here, but it wouldn't be me purposely trying to do that. And then God gave me the revelation. It was like, yeah, you don't have to promote other people's stuff anyway. You shouldn't be promoting people's stuff, because they will pay somebody else to promote their stuff and say they use it, or even if they don't use it. What are all those endorsements on TV? You think some of the stuff that people endorse, they actually use it? Like, they got Queen Latifah. Ooh, they talking, y'all. They got Queen Latifah on some freaking medicine type of stuff. And we know she don't use that. And I like Queen Latifah. I'm not talking against her. I'm just saying, like, we got to understand and see how people are being used, so that we won't fall into certain traps. So people who wouldn't know much about that, they'll be like, well, Queen Latifah uses it, so maybe it's safe for me. Maybe I should use it. No, because she probably don't use it. They just paying her. So if they could pay these people to advertise their stuff, then they should be able to pay you. And if they don't pay you, don't advertise it. Don't do it at all. And I don't even like to, wear stuff that actually have people's name on it and all that stuff. No, I ain't doing free advertising for you. I already paid you for the freaking thing. That's your money right there. And I probably overpaid you more than your stuff is worth anyway. Why would I add more to your revenue? No. So, yeah. So, and you see, and that's how they're using different people. Let's just say that. But I would say it's mostly black people. I've seen it mostly on black people channels. I haven't really even seen it on Hispanic people channels either. But I don't know. I don't watch too many of those channels. I can speak some Spanish and understand some of it, but I'm not real well versed in it at least. But and I'm not saying this against anyone. I'm just saying, this is how they use us and, get the most out of us no matter what, and you will hear some of the readers say like, yeah, if you can't support money wise, just do me a favor and watch the ads and stuff. And, and it will be the white people. I'm not watching no ads for you. You already getting paid more than us. They remind me of the wage gaps and stuff. Like I witnessed that. I actually witnessed that. Had a white girl sitting right next to me. We came in on the same level. She was making more money than me. Why? But these black people, they showcasing their talent. They're doing well, and I'm thankful for that. But I just hate to see them used and abused like this. And it should stop. But and it's not just on YouTube. I'm not even just coming for YouTube. I'm coming for anyone else who does that. I've seen it in other places where I wouldn't see no ads on some videos, and then when I see a black ad, there's a black video, there's an ad on it, and it'd be so out of place. But that's how they pay the bills. Remember how back in the day they used to be like, I gotta go pay some bills, and they show you a commercial? That's exactly what's going on. So keep that in mind when you're watching videos about people, from people you actually want to support and see grow. Like, yeah, watch those ads to support their channel, if you can. Sometimes those ads be long, and that's another one. They put a lot of long ads on ours too. They'll put your ads on there. Yeah, of course we can watch their ads. Of course. But on our ads, it's hard for us to just sit there and watch a 40-minute ad on a 30-minute video. Like, no, I don't have that much time. But I really tried to watch the ads for those people when I understood that's how things work. So I try to do my best and support others. And I don't get it in return because they don't know me from white or black either. And if you are one of those YouTubers and you're watching this video, please consider what I just said and return the favor, return the love, give them an eye energy, give to receive. Because you're on here for a reason. And don't forget that because I said my eye is here. My eye is very close to me. So if you do that and she knows that I give to you, you're not giving back, have mercy on you. Well, actually, don't have mercy on you. I'm tired of asking for mercy for people. See, I be supporting people and wishing the best for people for no reason. They don't return the same thing, and that's sad. We should all be here for each other. Enough people are against us. But like I said, let me go back to the reason why we're here. Oh yeah, and they did give me back the story they wanted me to tell. So I'm gonna tell it real quick before I get to Kelly Mosh. I think she wanted me to tell. So I said I wanted to. I said I started developing my love for math or numbers in middle school, and the reason why that happened was because you definitely should watch my last video because it goes to more detail of how I kind of behave in any type of environment that people are learning. It's multiple people, like a classroom environment. But so the last dream video I posted, the dream video, what your dreams could be telling you, and it's a really good video. It's long, but like you can watch some of it bit by bit. You may get something out of it. They keep bringing me back to it. So what is that? Yeah, it's confirmation, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so in middle school, like I used to, yeah, definitely that video. Okay, so in middle school I used to sit in the back of the class because I didn't understand math. Well, I thought I didn't understand math, and I just thought I wouldn't be able to get it in. So I was standing back of the class. I would have my hood on. I never wore my hood in any other class, but that class I wore my hood, and so I didn't want nobody calling me or nothing. And I remember this was pre-algebra, so we're just getting into algebra, learning variables and stuff, and my very first equation that I was able to do, well, yeah, the very first, because they start off, I remember them starting off to make sure you know how to divide and multiply well and stuff like that and know the rules down pat. And then they finally gave us the first algebra problem with the isolating the variable. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Isolating the variable. And so I went home that night. He gave us a problem to do, like, because it was our first one, and he wanted to see where everybody was and see if anybody could figure out how to isolate the variable. And I went home, and nobody knew how to help me with my homework. And so I went home, I figured out how to do it, but I didn't know I knew how to do it. Even when I went home and tried it, I didn't know I did it right. And so I went back when I went back the next morning to school. He was calling people up to the board to see if they knew how to do it. And he was a black teacher, and he was kind of young. I would say he was in his 30s. But he was kind of like straightforward with everything. And every time somebody wouldn't get it, he would be like, nope, that ain't it. Like, he would say it like that. So I was kind of scared to even go up there and do it. And so, like, everybody struck out, and that's how I do anyway. Like, I let everybody strike out before I say it, because I don't want people to feel like I'm a show off or anything like that. And And this is my first time ever even raising my hand, because he didn't call on people. People just saying like, who think they got it, like, and people would go up and he would be like, nope, like, oh, close, nope, though, that's wrong, and stuff like that. He would say it flat out like that. And I don't know why they make me remember those details, but and then so he was about to move on or show us how, and he was about to show us how, and I raised my hand for the first time ever in class, and he said, you think you got it? And he, like, because I never said anything in class, like, it was almost like I wasn't there, and I went up there and I did it, and he gave, I think he gave me like the slow clap, like what, like, and because he said he gave the problem like that because he knew nobody would get it, and I actually got it, and I didn't know I had it. So I said, well, I don't know, like, even like I was scared even then, but I was like nobody tried it how I did it, so I was like, well, can I try? And he said, yeah. And then so he gave me a slow clap, and then after class he came up to me, or I came up to him. He called me after class. I think he called me after everybody left the class, and he said how did you know that? And I said, I don't know, I just tried it at home. And he said, you never say nothing in class, you never do anything, like, I didn't even know you was here. And I said, yeah, I know, I just didn't know if I could do this, and then as like weeks went by, so I was like that developed my confidence in even trying more problems, like, and so one day I stayed after class, and he was telling another teacher about me. He's like, she's smart, or something. I think he called me a genius, because I almost said genius, but he's like, she's a genius, like, and I said well, I don't think I know. I kept thinking like I just didn't know this that well, because it was new for me, and I didn't know how I was getting the answers, honestly, and I wasn't aware of the power of God. Like, I knew God, but I didn't know that type of power of God. And so he was telling another teacher, and he was like, yeah, I didn't even, like, she was sitting in the back class, she wouldn't say nothing. I actually thought she was dumb. I thought she was stupid. And God keeps that memory in my head, because I always thought that, even after hearing that, like, dang, I gotta always say something to be not considered stupid, to not be considered stupid, like, why do I have to always talk to not be considered stupid? And but it encouraged me to, like, showcase my skills more. I guess showcase is the word, but showcase my skills more. And from that point on, you couldn't ever find me in the back of the class. Like, you couldn't ever find me like not saying anything until I got into environments where teachers would be intimidated by anyone who knew more than them, or would correct them or anything like that. So I would go back to the back of the class, and it was reminding me of like the back of the bus, like feeling like that's all I was good for, in the back of the bus. And so yeah, you should definitely watch my dream video. I go into more detail about even how I reacted to a certain situation that I just mentioned, like a teacher not wanting me to know more than them and stuff like that, and how I reacted. But you could be a person that feels like something is only good enough for you, a relationship, a job, or a house, or a school you go to, whatever it is, and I'm just here to tell you, I think God wanted me to, I know God wanted me to share that story. That's why he brought it back to me, for a reason, because you need to know that you are good enough for everything God has for you, everything and anything. And they say, can't remember if it's in the Bible. Yeah, it is in the Bible. It's in the Bible. What God has for you cannot be taken away. What God has for you is for you. So anytime you feel like you're only worth so much of good enough for certain things, not wanting to go for a higher position or anything, whatever it is, because I'm mentioning that example because I felt like that point in time, but I learned to trust God if he wants me to do something, even if it doesn't work out. And I'm going back to that story I told you at the beginning, if I didn't continue to do what I was going to do, I wouldn't have seen how beautiful my work could be, or I wouldn't even been encouraged to want to make my work more beautiful. And so, like, just know that God is such a loving being, creation, and he made you with that same love. So if you want the best thing, you're going to get the best thing. Like, you just have to believe. You just have to go along with the flow that he's telling you. He's never going to steer you wrong. Like, even though I didn't get that job that I wanted, he had things way better for me. Like, my son came right after that. And that's one of my greatest gifts. I'm always thankful to God for. It was so hard. It was so hard. But I got real with God and said, that's what I wanted. I wanted that. And I was willing to accept whatever came with that. I lost my job after that. They treated me like trash. And I was still trying to figure out, like, okay, well, I got to take care of my son now. And God always provided. So I don't even ask you guys to water my seed no more. Because I asked. And, like, God gonna always provide for me. But I've been in situations where people were so jealous about what God has provided me that they ruined my stuff. They attacked me, hurt me, because of what God blessed me with. So I was trying to figure out a way not to let that happen again. But it's out of my hands now. It's out of my hands now. God will prepare a table in front of my enemies. A great, lovely, fulfilling, sustaining table in front of my enemies. And he's going to make sure that my enemies are there to witness it. Not because consider them enemies, but they became enemies once they hurt me because of what I had. And that wasn't nothing. What I had before. Not to undermine God, but he needed to just give me just enough to show me that lesson. Not to hit me on my wrist or nothing. Just to show me how people will behave. And I asked, I'm like, do you gotta bless them just like me? Like, to let them not act like that? Because I got to the point I didn't even want nothing good no more. I didn't want to buy myself anything other than what I needed. I didn't want anything. Like, I had people tell me, God spoiled you. Oh, you spoiled by God. You bougie. And it wouldn't be much. It would even be something that was old. I had some like old Coach shoes on before. It was so old. Like, I can almost remember I could remember when and where I got those. But I didn't wear them that much because I was always like working or something where I had to wear a certain thing, be in certain outfits, so it didn't match. So when I finally was able and had the time and chance to wear it, I wore it and they were looking new. Like I just bought it. Like I spent money on it just now. But I take care of my stuff because I appreciate what God blesses me with. Like I take care of something small as cards. Imagine what he's going to bless me with because I know where it comes from. So I try to pay homage and respect as much as I can, Some stuff I'm not that good with, but, most of the stuff he gives me is very, very well taken care of. You wouldn't even know how long I've had it. And I do my son the same way. So, but yeah, if you are interested and you didn't know about watering my seed, the information will be in the description box. I haven't been mentioning it lately. Some videos I just put the stuff in the description box, even if I didn't mention it. But like, see, I just get to the point where I'm like, it's no use. Like, I'm just looking forward to what you can give me, because if I rely on men, I will never get it. Maybe that's what you should love about yourself. Maybe you don't rely on men either. But like I said, let's get to Kali Ma. Because Kali Ma is the reason why. I have a few more messages, and then I'm going to close out this reading. They did confirm to me over the course of doing this video, they want me to make this a series, like I would do their dreams. They want me to make this a series. So if you're interested in this topic, or, learning more about why you should love yourself, stay tuned, and I'll try to get these messages out quicker, and perhaps even back to back, so that it will be like a show. Like shows, you gotta wait like a 7-day period and stuff, but I'm gonna try to get something sooner out, so you have something to look forward to. Maybe treat it like a self-care ritual, to learn, to be reminded of why you should love yourself. All of us need to be reminded of that, even if you feel like like it's good to have that confirmation, right? That's why I do tarot anyway, like, because I feel like I understand when they speak to me. I don't have to use cards for them to speak to me. They speak to me a lot, and I understand their messages and interpret their messages, but God wants me to help get people on the same level as I am, if not better. Shoot, if you're better than me, that's cool too. But I'm doing the best that I can right now, and I'm not used to, like, I have taught before. I am a teacher. I could consider myself a teacher, but in this realm and area, like, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to convey a message so that people learn from it consistently. So I hope that makes sense. I think it does. Yeah. See, I still question myself. I'm not perfect, but God has confirmed to me that I do a pretty good job, and he wants me to continue to go and continue to pursue this avenue and be used by him or her. But all right, so okay, Kali Ma, what do you have to say for them? Because she's all about transformation. We got a lot of transformation information. Ooh, she popped right out. So we have Kadaga. Oh, she got a lot to say. All right, cool. Kamala Devi. Think about Kamala Harris. She actually went to the same school, the same college I went to, Howard University. So that's interesting. But I mean, she could be talking about some type of leadership here. I don't know. But it's a Devi. So Devi normally means like the divas in nature. Durga. Yeah, and Durga is Kali Ma's mom. Ooh, she here. So you should love yourself because your mom loves you. I'm getting that, and your mom, you were your mom's wish too, because that's what Durga was for Kali Ma. She manifested Kali Ma through her third eye. Kali Ma is supposed to be like an energy and not really a person, but she's actually depicted as a person because she has a whole persona to herself as well. So that's what I understand about her, at least. And then we have Kali Kapali. So I'm going to read a little bit more out the book for her because she wanted it that way. And I don't speak the language. If I probably spoke the language, I would know more about the cards maybe. But I just rely on my intuition on first glance. Oh, this came out kind of like the runes. Okay, yeah, this one's been following me. Okay, so yeah, we got two Devi cards. Okay, so we have Chamunda, and it's giving me Santa Maratha or Maratha. Mama Maratha vibes. So yeah, you could be Hispanic. But we got Dharma of Kali. Ooh, see, Karma. I knew Karma was coming. See, and then Troma, Nagama, Nagma, and then Gwari Devi. So the Devi energies are giving me like beauty. And then for the last crowning the reading is Yogi Shakti. Oh, Shakti. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little out the book for each of these to see what they have to say. So let me get some numbers for you. So number 9, number 7, or 25, 31, or 4, 37, or 10, 6, 11, or 2. 43. Oh, Kelly loves you. Whoever you are. You may sense her presence, or you may not. But and actually, this is my first reading I actually went into more depth about Kali Ma. I normally just use my intuition on her card. So whatever you get from this is really a message she wanted you to hear. Oh yeah, and that one's been following me. Number 8, if I didn't say that. And then number 13, see, that's a karma number. And also the number 12, Kali Yantra. I'm getting Mudra's energy with this. You could be familiar with mudras, or she's suggesting you work with mudras. So I'm going to start with the number 12, the Kali Yantra one with the mudras, I'm thinking. She is your inner power to invoke positive shifts in your circumstances. If anything required for success be lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it, bridging the divide between you and the manifestation of your intentions. We did get a manifestation card earlier, making your intentions known. See, you're crossing a critical spiritual threshold. She is the true guardian and guide. Stay focused on what matters to your heart, and you shall remain faithfully connected to her protective presence within. Allow distractions to fall away and continue to commit to your soul journey. A more beautiful experience of your life path awaits you. Wow. The runes was telling you about that, okay? And if you didn't get that, rewind it, because the runes was just telling you about that. I said that, and I didn't even really, yeah, she was speaking through the runes, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna just leave it that way. She was speaking through the runes, so you can rewind what I just said to, if you remember about the runes. And I did see a number 33 when I said that, so that could be confirmation. And yes, she was. Wow. Yeah, because I'm getting Mother Mary and Jesus vibes, because, you know, Kali Ma and Durga. So interesting. And I was saying that about the gods and goddesses. You know, they're in different cultures, but some of the same stories play out. So the 13, Yoga Shakti. Her timing is fierce with compassionate wisdom. To love her is to honor her greater knowing. She demands the surrender of our futile attempts to control that which is beyond our sphere of understanding, until that pain transforms into sweet pleasures of release. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. Trust her and be shown again and again that her divinely orchestrated workings of time serve you faithfully with love and grace. I'm getting God vibes in that. Hey now, okay. So God was like, don't leave me out. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's been following me too. Vajra Kali, the number 14. So angel, this is like giving me angelic presence. Her wild divine mother, our wild divine mother knows when to become gentle with our hearts, bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Though you may not have faced much struggle and challenge on your path, though it may seem only the most powerful intensity can stem the tide of negativity, the dark mother of grace will conquer the obstacles to your freedom with gentleness. Another obstacle and distraction. She manifests herself now as Vajra the gentle. She will calm the waves of emotion, eradicate doubt and despair, and provide safe and graceful passage through all difficulties. Wow. Okay, so that still giving me God vibes. Okay, so we have, wow, she got a lot to say. I thought she was done. Okay, so number 10. Yeah, so 1010 could be very important to you, because we got a 37, which breaks down to 10 too. So 1010, that number 1010 could be important. Pay attention if you see that number in the waking life, on the clock, anywhere, in your dreams maybe. Pay attention what's happening around that time, because that could be Kali Ma speaking to yours, a very important message from your ancestors or God even. Hers is the arising consciousness that evokes, so number 10, Kundalini Shakti. See, Shakti, that word Shakti is following us. Hers is the arising consciousness that evokes instability within, clearing the inner pathways for higher consciousness to manifest. Inner disturbance and instability wrought by Kundalini Shakti is an obscuring grace. Internal disorder is a necessary step towards divine reorganization. Restore your heart that no matter what may appear to be, at a spiritual level, all is well. Outworn energy is being processed and broken apart. From the ashes of your inner fire, you shall emerge anew. Let what needs to happen, happen. Oof. And I was getting that energy earlier about inner fire. So there's some inner fire being ignited within you. Okay, so for number 9, Kadaga, the first card that came out. She wields the holy sword of divine severance, empowering the soul in radical letting go. She instills this courage to bear the pain of loss and the wisdom to realize a secret blessing that can only arise when we embrace change. Where our strength of will may falter, she intervenes to ensure we do not sabotage our ultimate fulfillment and spiritual progress. She will not allow our souls to be ensnared in any kind of deception or trapped in fear. She is a liberator, and the sword clears the path, revealing truth. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we have number 30. She calls us away from the world to journey inward, where a path of sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel natural or unfamiliar, but in journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize you are not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. Yeah, so that was number 30, Nitya Kagli. Someone's name could be Nini. So we have number 23, Bagala Muki. Someone's name could be Mook or Mookie or Gala. Maybe getting Gaia vibes too. Yes, we do have 2 diva cards. So burning golden light of divine protection. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She is a divine intervention and sacred activity, that ego death I was talking about. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which creates true happiness for bliss and bliss for ourselves and all beings. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of fortune is predicted. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune vibes. I get that. Ooh, Sri Bala, that's a childlike energy. She was coming up. Sri Bala, that's number 27. Divine child with wisdom beyond her years, the soul with deep knowing, dwells within our hearts. She urges you to commit to your most passionate inspirations completely and without hesitation. There are genius and wisdom Yeah, and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you recognize. Believe in yourself, even if no one else does. It is not imagination that drives you towards your destiny, but an instinctive recognition of your true purpose. Validation from others will come later. Your path is authentic, and you are destined to succeed. I said that. Yeah, you're accessible now, not later. Okay, 26. Shodashi. Ruby red with the divine juice of life. She nourishes the body, mind, and soul with vitalizing pleasure, life, and joyfulness. Goddess Shadashi restores self-esteem and an awareness of your innate value, especially after a time of painful rejection or disappointment. Through her blessings, the desires of the heart can find fulfillment in new ways. She brings divine energy for manifestation of wishes. Wow. Her presence is an indication of inner power to restore yourself and attract what you need into your life. Wow. How many manifestations we gonna get? Oh, y'all prayers have been answered. I'm getting that. Like, y'all prayers have been answered. So 25, Kamala Devi. We witness her beauty. See, I said that. And all struggle melts into grace upon a grateful side. I said that. The heart softens into her protection and radiates peace. Her presence transforms frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. She is the golden pathway of divine manifestation and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give freely and joyfully. Abundant divine blessings are upon you. Yeah, I love it. Okay, I'm excited for you all. Okay, let's do Durga. Okay. All right. Durga. I thought I did that one already. I didn't. Oh, I did. I was like, I did that one already. Okay. Durga Kalika. Number 11. She is fierce, divine justice, and unyielding resolution in favor of the light. She has every method and all means necessary to ensure success for the soul. She is the unexpected victory, arising at the very moment when all seems lost, transforming tragedy into triumph. She is our spiritual sun, our light, and our ever-radiant reminder that from the darkest night, a new dawn shall always arise. Dare to trust more in your faith than your fear. For every problem that can arise, there are many more divine solutions unfolding, even now. Beautiful. Thank you, Durga. Okay. And then Blue Tara came out. She's been following us in the readings. If you've been watching, Tara's been coming out. Okay. She's number 17. Sweet Mother of Peace now bestows her gifts of clarity, peace, and the power to overcome any negative condition. Just as the beautiful lotus grows from muddied waters, so too shall you arise from confusion, difficult circumstances, and heavy energies into sacred blossoming. If you feel held back or slowed down by your circumstances, remember that your soul has the ability to process all experiences and become stronger, not weaker, through doing so. The oracle indicates healing and a positive prediction for a peaceful future. Beautiful. Then number 18, Lalita Tripura Sundari. She's come out multiple times. I think she came out in my dream reading. Okay. With luminous grace, she plays her way into our heart, softening hardness and despair, awakening remembrance of light, of love, of joy. No matter what you have experienced, your heart shall be cleansed and released from ugliness, sorrow, and pain. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared away. Our divine sister goddess invites you to recognize her golden restorative beauty shining within your heart. Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty, for this is your essential nature. Gracefully release all else with dignity. Oh, beautiful. Was that it? Oh, I did that, right? Yeah, I did. I was like, I saw that one. Okay. It was the number 9 one. So, number 8, Kali Kapali. She who wears the mala of skulls around her neck shall never abandon you. She shall always be with you. Lifetime after lifetime, unending tenderness and devotion, conquering that which would alienate you. Conquering that which would alienate you from your truth and creative power. Trust in the effectiveness of your prayers and requests for her assistance. Didn't I just say that? Have confidence in divine intervention. No matter how dire things may seem, you shall transform a negative experience into a positive one that honors your soul. A lot of soul talk. That's probably why we got that self room. Yeah, the soul, the higher self is here. However you resonate, y'all. Okay. Ooh, that opened right up to the one I needed. 31, Chamunda. Her unerring instinct for spiritual protection arises spontaneously, even when we don't realize we need it. Ooh. Sometimes we don't realize just how far we become entangled into that which is not good for us. We do not realize we need Kali's powerful intervention. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Holding the space for an inner and outer conflict to be resolved involves discipline. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline needed in order to conquer a difficult situation. She is with you now. Ooh. So you getting wisdom, patience, protection, discipline, all of that, because that's in reverse. So you already have that. Maybe that's what you should love about yourself. You're wise, you're disciplined, you're responsible. Beautiful. And then we have Dharma of Kali. Number 37. Her every action is infused with loving purpose. Every challenge and every opportunity in your life exists by her divine design. Her spiritual intelligence is within your heart. When you trust in your integrity and proceed according to your soul's values, you are trusting and empowering her to be at cause in your life. Ooh. So I said about God earlier. Wow. Everything that is happening is part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established. You are being led into it. I didn't read this. I don't know these cards that well. Well, I read them. I actually read this whole book before. Yeah, I read this whole book before. Yeah, she's saying, yeah, you did. But I'll get to the point where I read so much, I'll forget everything. Well, not forget it, but like I wouldn't know what was what until I get my memory jogged. So you could be like that too. But it's going to work for your higher good. So we have number 7, Dakshina. Fear can undermine your confidence, erode your trust, and steal away your joy you take in living. The benign yet mighty Dakshina Kali manifests to conquer fear and realign your mind and path towards peace and light. Make a sincere offering from your heart to her now. You'll receive her generous blessings and assistance. Open your heart with trust for that which is blessed and beautiful wants to manifest in your life. See, we keep getting the heart and the soul. And I was saying that without reading and stuff. Wow, that's cool. Awesome. Okay. She arises. So number 6, Chomo Nagmo. She arises instinctively responding to severe threat to your well-being, freedom, and sacred fulfillment. Her fierce form causes the impure to tremble and the pure heart to move close. She is ferocious in her wrath against injustice. She's upside down, so that's for them. Dispense with thoughts of vengeance. Pray for mercy for all beings, especially those trapped in patterns of consciousness harmful towards themselves and others. Open your heart to her heart and allow her to attend to all matters of karma while you remain true to your higher self. Beautiful. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I was just making sure because I'd be seeing things. I'm like, didn't I read that one? Okay, so number 43, Gauri Devi, another diva. Champion of the sweet souls with fierce hearts who are underestimated and passed over. Yeah, she got blood on her face on this and everything, so she must beat somebody up. She who is gentle as the deer and ruthless as the lioness, who is the capacity within the awakened heart to rise, to overcome obstacles, to have faith without any evidence of victory, and to rally the spirit until the right moment to act and win is felt. She is non-conformity and the freedom to be one's true self. Recognize your own beauty and value, irrespective of whether another has the capacity to behold it at this time. You shall shine. See, there's nobody believing you, Kali Madhu. Yeah, and I read, so I read every one of them, and plus the other one she was leading into. Sorry if you thought that was so long. Hopefully you got something from it, got confirmation, because it sounded like a lot of confirmation, and she's telling you how she's working with you at this time. Like, I hope this resonates. If it does, comment down below, please. I will read it and I will respond. Yeah, the moon is off, so something about this moon is very important. Okay, she wants me to read that one. Sorry. Oh, you got the last one too. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. I thought I was done, but she said she wants that one. Okay. Bear with me. Well, yeah, Vishnu could be close to you. Did I mention him in this reading? Vishnu could be very close to you. She is not bound. So number 3, Kalidara. See, we had a Dara, something else. Dharma of Kali. So this is Kalidara. She is not bound by appearances, opinions, or material limitations. She is both the void and the infinite creative potential that arises from it. Do not be afraid of an uncertainty. If you feel you are without resources, take comfort now. Where there's lack, she restores abundance. She can bring forth exquisite blessings and glorious manifestation from the sacred expanse of nothingness. Nothing to something, y'all. Your soul can rely upon her completely. Cast your fears away. Hers is the power of the universe combined with generosity of grace. Beautiful. Okay. She just has a lot to say to you. Wow. So I'm getting that you aren't aware of Kalima, or maybe you don't sense her presence. Something. She has a lot to say to you. So she wants number 42 and then 44. I'm done reading. So sorry. She devours. So 42 is Kali Kalmasa Nasini. So we had a Dakshini or something like that. Sorry for butchering that. She devours darkness with her endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the deepest places, the darkest places, relentless in her pursuit of the lost and despairing. No soul shall ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. Those that believe in their own guilt, their sin, their shame, evoke her mighty tenderness, and she feasts upon the darkness that threatens to consume them, alleviating the weight of their suffering, allowing their hearts to become light and free. Ooh, that's giving me enemy vibes. Ooh, she's about to come down on their enemies, but she says if you open your heart to her, all will be well. That's that God energy. So number 44, Bhava Tarini. Oh, that's giving me like Bodhisattva vibes, the New Age Buddhas. So okay, so Buddha could be very close to you, or the new Buddhas could be close to you. Okay, the tantric priestess of karmic release manifests with the capacity to integrate higher divine energy into even the most stubborn patterning that has so far resisted healing. When momentum is building, you don't know how to stop fueling the fire or reverse the damage. She appears. Her presence indicates that this is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She will support the work, and much growth can come from it, particularly at this time. No matter how wild they may seem, the storms of your life shall be gentle. You shall emerge unharmed. Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Kali Ma. Oh, beautiful. I'm getting like, it was so much like reassurance that she got your back. It's like, God has my back. She's made from God, so she is a goddess. So, but I'm getting that God has my back, and she's celebrating you. Celebration is coming, she's saying. And maybe you want to get together with friends or something like that, or maybe your kids, have fun with your kids. Help is on the way. That's what she's helping you with. If that's something that you're looking forward to. Yeah, someone wants to walk away from a situation. Maybe a relationship. I'm getting. Yeah, all my aces mean true. So Ace of Pentacles came out right after that, and that can mean a divine offering and something you don't see coming. I got this 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's some type of union. Yeah, Lovers. I got the Lovers and the Two of Cups right next to it. And the World. Yeah, some type of cycle has ended. Maybe someone was suffering from nightmares or dreams. And then I get the Empress, which is a goddess card. I just was speaking about that, so that could be her just showing up. I got the Magician and the Chariot. So yeah, manifestations are definitely coming in. Back of the deck, yeah, they're working with you on something. Three of Pentacles, and it's something that you already planted seeds for. So something you already started on, and I see you working hard. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, and I saw the Queen of Wands. So you could be a Libra, a Cancer, a Leo. Oh, the King of Swords is my God card because before there were major arcanas, there were only king cards, and he's trying to communicate with you. So, or the Goddess, because the Empress did come out. So, oh, okay, yeah. God is trying to say that was his energy too. Yeah, I got the Eight of Wands and another card. I mean, another deck too with the World, with the Ace of Cups, which is another offering, and then Page of Swords. So someone's watching you. And then the Emperor came out right after the Page of Swords. I grabbed this deck just to confirm what they just said because I was like, something extra they wanted me to add, but I wanted a different deck to make sure. But yeah, the Emperor came out, and I said the Emperor's trying to say that's his energy too, and he came out confirming it. All right, and they saying you ready for something. You ready for your manifestations? Don't worry, it's coming. Hold on, change is coming. We did get that card earlier. Yeah, we got the Six of Pentacles twice. Wait, did they want them like this? I don't remember. Sorry if I didn't do it already. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so there was some other cards that they wanted to make sure I got. Before I close out this reading. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely a high priest or a priestess, whoever watching this. Any synchronicities or symbolism that they should look for that may be reminding them to tell them how lovely and beautiful they are, why they should love themselves. Yeah, I got an astronaut card, and I said somebody wanted to be an astronaut, and someone's name could be like Ymir, Yuri, or something like that. Oh my goodness. Do I have to go on? Okay, let's see what this one. Yeah, trees, especially the trees that are in the rainforest. I'm getting like pine trees for it, like what is it called? The pine trees. I'm getting pine trees. Then I'm getting like the name. Yeah, we just read like a Latita card or something like that. And I see the name Leica or something like that, or Latika. So your name could be like some form of that, you know. Maybe you could be seeing horse, cows. I mentioned cows earlier, cattle, and then cats or dogs. You can see the heart again. So yeah, heart is very important. Someone lives in a country that is closer to the equator. I want to get like South America, somewhere in South America. Or maybe you have ancestors from South America. Okay, that's what they want. Yeah, the tree card. Or I'm even getting, you live somewhere very cold. You could be seeing tarantulas or spiders. I'm getting a song, the Icebox song by Omarion. You could like Omarion. Maybe your name is Omarion or Marion, I'm getting. You'll be seeing parakeets. Yeah, tarantulas keep coming out. Fish, goldfish particularly. Oh, iguanas. I mentioned that in my dream reading. I think that's the thing I was trying to reference. Because I said it's like a salamander or a gecko or something. But I think that's the thing I was trying to reference. Because they was giving me a download about that. Okay, so let's put these over here. Yeah, the sun. You could definitely be a moon. I mean, a Leo. I said moon. Oh, yeah, the moon has some messages for you. The cycle, you know, is a new moon in Sagittarius. So this moon cycle could be very important for you. Let's just grab all these and switch. Yeah, God, I'm getting like God is very close to you. Like he wanted you in this reading. He wanted you to hear everything in this reading. So thank you so much for bearing with me. I hope that you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy the rest of the series. I'm excited to deliver the messages. All right. Yeah, emotion like a supermoon. So the next supermoon, I don't know when the next supermoon is. Maybe the past supermoon, something very important was highlighted. They said believe in the impossible. Yeah, you could definitely live where there's a forest or something in the forest. Yeah, you could be Aries. Yeah, something is approaching. Like something is approaching. I'm getting victory. Victory is mine. Yeah, luck is on your side. You could be a Sagittarius. See, I was getting those fire signs. So Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius came out. So definitely one of those signs, or you know, the new moon. Oh, and this card literally says new moon in Sagittarius, y'all. Oh my goodness. And they said what you should love about yourself is that you practice spirituality with you like balance them all, like with your everyday life. You make time for spirituality, you know, like just watching this video is making time. And they're saying like your plans are gonna be put into place very soon. Wow. And they say you're good. What you should love about yourself, why you should love yourself is like you believe in miracles, you believe in the impossible, you believe in Jesus, and Jesus coming in. And I said Virgo earlier, and they're saying you're good enough, and so that's why you should love yourself. That's why. Okay, so number 10 is very important. You know, 1 is about new beginnings. That's probably saw a lot of Aries energy. Is that trying to come out? This one? The wheel. You're following God's will and plan. Now you want to come on. Yeah, you're very beautiful. That's what you should love about yourself. Yeah, changes are coming. The number 35, you could be a life path 35 or 33. You're blossoming. The void. We got 3 things mentioning the void, because we even got the rune that said it was a blank rune, which is normally the void, the unknown, and then we have the unknown, the expected card, number 43. That they're saying you loving and embracing the unknown. You've conquered fear. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Okay, and then the moon had a lot to say to you, because it's a new moon and they're talking about new beginnings. Okay, so you've established your roots somewhere. Maybe this home is coming. You have evolved, or a revolution. Yeah. Oh, a transformation in your money is coming, because we have Taurus, so you can be a Taurus. The second house. Void again. Void. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I like to see void because that means some type of birth. And then the world card comes up again. Didn't we see the world card twice today? And then, wow, for the 10th and the 11th house, I feel like you have a cusp of something in the 10th or the 11th house. That's what I'm getting. And you know, cusp energy has a really tight unity energy. You know, unity is very key here. I'm getting. All right, so. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, well, you're going to leave a legacy here. So you're an inspiration for your next generation. I did speak a lot about the next generation, so that's probably why. Oh, not funny. Okay. Oh my goodness. They say you see the divine in everyone. Unicorns could be very close to you. Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you could be resonating with Pegasus as well. They're saying you have divine sight. You're walking in your purpose. So you remember I said, like, you're on the right path. There's some type of path is opening up. That's what they're talking about. I get the 2 of Cups and the Lovers right next to each other again. With the Page of Wands, if something is igniting, oh, somebody's trying to come towards you. If you're not trying to come towards somebody else, and then the Magician comes out around that again. Yeah, somebody's manifesting you, or you may be manifesting love, and it's coming. Your prayers are being answered. Kelly Ma already said it. She said it, and she meant it. Okay, so let's hear some messages from your soul, and see what changes should you be expecting, and then we're gonna hear some messages about how you should love yourself, and what they're suggesting for you. Your Phoenix rising, Metatron. Yeah, I put him back in to see if he was gonna come out. I love seeing Metatron. Metatron's coming out. He is basically the Emperor. He is basically God, because he is a multi-dimensional being. He is in charge of the Akashic records. I did mention that earlier. And he walks around and marks every deed you did. You know, like, he sees everything. I mean, that's why I think he's like God. He is God. Yeah, the divine right after it. So your soul trying to let you know that you are a Phoenix rising, and you're merging with the divine, and you're receiving a lot of awareness and knowledge, and Metatron is letting you know, like, your good deeds haven't gone unnoticed, and you are going to get your karma, good karma. And they're telling you about them in your dreams. We said that about dreams twice today. See, sacral chakra is very important. It's highly active. You're engaging with that. Maybe you could be a creator, because it's saying that you are very talented in some way. Yeah, and I'm getting root chakra again. Root chakra, roots, you know. I'm getting that tree energy again. Thank you, soul. See what else to say. Okay, thank you. Whew, they say you have a lot of endurance, and you are a channeler. You are chosen. You could be seeing geese, or a lot of those birds with the long necks, like swans and herons and stuff. It could be a Sagittarius interfering with something, or your angels are stepping in to intervene on your behalf. I got the will card again. I get a will card again in a whole different deck. Yeah, and the Emperor came out. So yeah, you're following God's will and plan. There they go. Yeah, you're following God's will and plan, and you've actually worked towards that already, where it's noticed, and they're about to reward you. Yeah, you have a lot of integrity. You're a shaman. You're a crone energy, whether you're a boy or a girl. You know, the maiden mother and crone. You've reached the crone status, or you could be someone's grandmother watching me. That's cool. I thought I attract younger people, so if that's true, or this is a grandmother ancestor, or they did say you have an ancient soul, so maybe that's what they're referring to. You have a soul as old as, you know, like, you were probably living during the times that your grandma was alive. I'm getting, but also, like, in her past lifetime, you were someone that, yeah, you transforming. You were someone that was like her friend or something. I'm getting from that. So since we're getting past life energy, let me see real quick. You're just talking. I love it. Yeah, medicine woman. I just say you're a shaman. Yeah, you're free. You're free to express your wisdom, a love life. Maybe you you're asking and praying for a healthy love life is coming. Your angels are taking. Yeah, your angels are interfering. Okay, someone could have left you out in the cold in the past. Maybe you had health issues in the past, but in the past you were a healer. So that could be it too. And a writer. They're saying. And you're around during Jesus' time. See, Jesus was all up in this reading, y'all. I mean, you're also getting Solomon energy. So, because Solomon was really smart and wise. He wrote a lot. David energy. I spit a lot of his psalms today. I like to say that about David. Sorry, I like to say that about David. I had to move those away. Since we got some dream messages multiple times, let's see what our dream theories have to say. I missed this deck. I hadn't used it in a while because I was doing work with it on myself. So yeah, they said they're very close to you. The angels just keep on coming out. So angels are so close to you. They probably just right here in the back of you. And then you could like the story Red Riding Hood. You could be seeing owls and wolves. Didn't I say wolves earlier, y'all? Fields of gold are coming. You are a warrior. Oh my goodness, you can see fox and wolves. And then I mentioned dinosaurs, and they say you are a descendant of a dinosaur, y'all. I told you. I said that. I was getting that energy. Maybe I just mentioned it in a different way, but you are. And they say you're very magical. And this winter, something is coming. Okay. So they could be trying to tell you all of that in your dreams. Okay. What other symbolism in your dreams? All right. Yeah. Oh, Medusa could be close to you. Or Medusa's take care of your energy. Medusa and Calamari give you the same energy. So, ooh, your love is coming. So yeah, you could be dreaming about this person. This person could be dreaming about you. Somebody feels left out. So, somebody feels like they're evil, or they probably did something evil to you. They have a lot of burdens, maybe a lot of responsibilities. And yeah, they're trying to show you this in your dream. And they want to come and make reconciliation with you. They want to talk to you, but they're kind of ashamed and scared. Also, they're still getting crown energy. Someone's at home alone. Maybe you live alone. But they're saying you are a hierophant. You are a shaman. You're a teacher. And you could be moving soon. Or you already have or something. Yeah, they're definitely speaking to you in your dreams. They said they want you to read your Bible more. They say you're really good at disciplining your kids and playing with your kids. And I got a little bit of that message earlier, like 2 times, but maybe once, but I know at least once. Yeah, and they said, yeah, the void gives me like egg vibes, cosmic egg vibes, and I get like egg stuff. So so some of your dreams could be unclear because it's about the void. Void is divine feminine energy for sure. So maybe they're trying to connect you with divine energy. Yeah, somebody's trying to call you. Somebody could live far away. They're trying to call you. And they could be moving towards you, moving close to you. Let's see what signs I get. Sorry. So Libra, Pisces, Cancer again, Aquarius, Scorpio again, Aries again. I want to say Leo. Yeah, Leo. Taurus. Ooh. Yep. Oh, a Capricorn or Aquarius. Shit. Yeah, but you're about to be celebrating soon. Y'all gonna get married, whoever this is. You're gonna have a kid too. Even if you already have a kid, you're gonna have another one. And I'm getting that they're gonna be so talented. Yeah, or a Gemini. Dang, that was a lot of signs. Gemini or Virgo again. But we keep getting Gemini or Virgo. The Taurus for sure. But I'm getting money vibes. They're trying to show you what money you're gonna be getting. Yeah, go ahead and watch the dream video. If you've been having dreams you have concerns about, because I keep referring to stuff that they told me in that video. Yeah, someone's getting married, or somebody's trying to marry you. We're gonna propose. Bring you flowers. You could be seeing butterflies. Someone can play the piano, or you like listen to piano music. Oh yeah, I'm getting goddess energy. Yeah, they're both trying to contact you. If you resonate with God being man and woman, or husband and wife, yeah, they're trying to speak to you through music. You can see a lot of twos. That means they're talking to you, and they're trying to tell you about what you're about to receive. Okay. Well, since I keep getting goddess energy, I thought I was going to end this, but they want it. Okay, yeah. That could be close to you. You're understanding your passion. That could be close to you. God happy. He's all about, fertility, bringing in new life, aquatic life. So mermaids could be close to you. Yamaya, Mamawata, Yemoja, Medusa, or I can't remember her name. Yeah, I was supposed to do her, so she's gonna go into the next episode. Selkies. Yeah, you're definitely going through a healing transformation. Cyrus. Nefti. I said Nefti earlier. Yeah, I said her. Yeah, I knew I was getting her energy like Nefti. I feel like that's Nefti, so. And Isis. And Nefti is Isis' sister. Wow. So a lot of wisdom being bestowed upon you. Yeah, Anubis is definitely close to you. He wants you to receive some messages. Messages about love, or you could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, some type of spiritual messages are coming in, or have come in, and I'm getting some type of secret has been exposed, and I'm still getting that Phoenix rising energy again. Yeah, you freed yourself of something. Maybe you are a Capricorn, or a person that you're dealing with had to be free from is a Capricorn. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, in the past life I'm getting, you lived in Thunderhead, or you was really a Native American. Wow, okay. Or Hawaiian, if you aren't these things already. I want to say like German. Yeah, definitely you're seeing swans. And they're saying look up the swan constellation, meaning you reach like somebody's trying to pull some energy from you. Queen Sheba, which is really Bathsheba, she confirmed to me. Yeah, Solomon. Yeah, Solomon and Queen Bathsheba is really close to me. I mean, to me and you. But they came up in a whole different deck. And then John or James. Yeah, biblical figures came out too. You could be seeing bees. So they're saying like you're sweet. That's why you should love yourself. You are a truth teller. You reveal secrets. Yeah, and Allah and his daughter Al-Uza could be close to you. So a father-daughter relationship is being highlighted. Maybe you're a woman watching me, and oh, wow, never TV had a lot to say. Yeah, I got 3 different cards of passion. Yeah. Ooh. So you're very passionate. You have a lot of self-esteem. So that's why you should love yourself. You should love yourself because of that. And you really are into. If you aren't into spirituality, you will be in the future. And Queen Latifah King. Stop, y'all. Spit playing with me. Oh my goodness. And they say they respect you. So that's what you should even love about yourself. They respect you in the spiritual realm. They respect how you connect with them. So Kalamai mentioned mudras. I forgot about this one. But I think mudras are very important for you. Yeah. They said they like that you sit and think about stuff. Maybe you have been. Yeah, someone's coming towards you. Some type of love. Maybe it's just the love of God. God told me that one day. Yeah. Or you're going to have a lot of options, they're saying. And they said they love how you connect to nature, or they want you to do this. You know, you could receive a lot of messages in nature. And they love how you surrender. Oh, so that's what they love. Oh. And now they're telling you what they love about you. So this could be encouragement of why you should love yourself. Okay, what mudras should they focus on? So maybe if you aren't familiar with mudras, you could look these up. The Healing Varuna mudra. The Shakti. Shakti came up so many times today. So Shakti, ooh, inner well-being. Okay, so creative power. She's helping you with your creativity. She's ushering it in. The Usha's mudra. Yeah, wow. And yeah, you definitely could be an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And you should also look up the Peace mudra, Kaputa mudra. Or someone's nickname could be Kaputa. All right. Okay, so I think they want me to save it for next time. Because I will come back with another message. Continuing this. I don't know how many episodes yet, but whatever they tell me to do, I will. So be on the lookout for that, especially if you enjoyed this message. If you did, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I hope you did. They be trying to play. I told you. Stop. Yeah, happiness. Wow, happiness. You're about to make money on your spirituality. Speaking the truth. Oh, wow. Maybe even just about yourself. Maybe you are just a public speaker. Maybe it don't even need to be in spirituality. All right. Let's get the love yourself card. Okay, I'll just do it like this. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do this. Say you were born to enjoy life. You let your light shine. Didn't we say that earlier, y'all? There are no problems that do not have a solution. There are no questions without answers, so they're answering your questions. I deserve to live in an atmosphere of joy and acceptance. Yeah, someone don't like where they live. They could be talking to me because I don't like where I live. Let's get an affirmation. And blessings. Yeah, they wanted to come in at the last minute, so I didn't have them prepared. But and today you are grateful. Today you will see the possibilities. Didn't I say you had options? Today you will persevere, and today you are at peace. Peace twice. Wow. That's one. Today I am special, and that's in reverse. See, that's why you should love yourself. That's why. Okay, you special. You different. I'm getting that 2 Chainz song too. Isn't it a song called "You Special"? Something like that. I don't know. I'm getting Pharrell song. You're beautiful. The beautiful song. Snoop Dogg. Okay. What blessings could they expect? Creation. Keep getting creations, and this is a spider. Wow. You can also see praying mantis. You can also be from the mantis starseed galaxy system. I did see galactic beings and community with cheerfulness, see joy, some type of playfulness, community, and I got collaboration with it. So, wow. Okay. Squirrels you could be seeing as well. This is your reminders, like the little bitty birds, the chirping birds, even ants. But it's kind of cold now, so you may not see the ants. They go in, but if you see ants, that's definitely an omen. Spirit is just right there. So I'm going to get some messages from the mermaids because they came up a little bit. Guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. Another let your light shine. Meditate. Make some quiet time in the still air. Wow, okay. Which is already like, okay, what changes could they expect? I know we just said blessing, so what changes? Okay. And Callie Ma was in a whole different deck, so she definitely wanted to be here. So this could be just you. Okay. Is that the one you want? Let me make sure. Come out if you want. Let's go. 45, number 9 again. Okay. Ooh. So I'm feeling really well. Gathering together. So yeah, community. The vessel of community. Oh, I knew it. Oh goodness. I'm going together. You're gonna love your community, whatever it is. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. Okay, I'll do that one too. The one that I said come out again, it came out, so I said okay. Oh yeah, movement is continuing, it's not hindered. Yeah, they said observe the cycles of nature. And so, oh wow, so yeah, they said, you know, like, so maybe they want you to connect with nature more. Since I got that multiple times, let's see the trees. Ooh, they came right out. So yeah, the mulberry tree came out. I said that earlier, way at the beginning when I was talking about my story. The giant redwood, see, that's Native American Ancestor Association. You could be seeing deer. And then the sugai tree, you could be Japanese or, you know, connect directly with Japanese culture, like closely with them. And then a hornbeam. So like you're balancing your chakras, you're coming into harmony with your strength, maybe realizing your power, you're growing, you're majestic. They're trying to remind you of that. And you're like a sacred being, you're sacred, you're chosen. Yes. And then oh yeah, they say you solid, you real, you too real. And very persistent and resilient. Wow. And I said a pine tree, and I got the bristlecone pine. That's not the one I was looking for, but it's very close. It's a pine tree. So maybe that's why I couldn't say exactly which one, because that's the pine tree I was talking about. Okay, so let's end. So they wanted me to end talking about. Okay, so they wanted me to sing you a song. I guess that's probably why they were talking about a lot of dreams, because I wrote a song about dreams. Well, not the sleeping dreams, but what my dream is. And I can sing it on YouTube because it's my song. So they wanted me to sing it, and I was gonna wait until the next time, but they were like, no, sing it. And this is a song that I thought was like in construction, and I wrote it like twice to make sure, but they want it. So excuse me if I don't remember how it goes really, because it's been hard to imprint into my memory. But all right. And I may not sing that much. Let me drink a little while. I got 31 on the clock when I said that. It says, oh goodness, yeah, okay. My dream is to be whatever you want me to be. I hope I see whatever you want me to see, 'cause I know we will have victory. Do you want me to reveal your glory? Should I do that by telling my own story? And I bet I'm not there yet, 'cause I'm still taking the test. But I will still do my best and leave you with the rest. History's written in the text. Our soul will show us what's next. Reincarnation is real. In our hearts we will deeply feel, yeah. So I'll do whatever you want me to do, 'cause it's up to you. So that was me. I didn't read this beforehand. I didn't remember how it went. I was just going along with the paper. So excuse me. I feel like I messed up at the beginning, but hopefully you got something from that. They want me to like continue to share my songs because I just write them and sing them with them, and I don't share them. Yeah, I'm scratching my head on the on the left side. So action. So they want me to do that. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt anybody's ears. But since God has come up a lot in this reading, he wants me to bring out his deck and tell we got dreams are real. The first card out. You are skillfully and spiritually gifted. You are attractive. Another beauty card. Wow. Or it could be meaning attracting, manifestation, and stuff like that. And he wants you to know, like, everyone has feelings. Stop anything that tries to silence them, including yourself. They say you're a money magnet. You're extremely confident, and having fun is good. So maybe those could be things that you should love about yourself, why you should love yourself. And another card that says my dreams are coming true. So manifestation, your prayers are being heard. And an affirmation I wrote out, I said that I'm experiencing nothing but miracles every day, and those here with me presently and in the future will experience nothing but miracles lifetime after lifetime. So you remember I was talking about like generations, like maybe my stuff will just have to reach people in the next generation. God wants you to know that they love you. God loves you. You're a child of God. So yeah, so that's interesting that that came out. Yeah, I wasn't gonna, like, he didn't really want me to share this deck too much. I know I've said this before, but for those who don't know, he didn't want me to share this deck too much because he didn't feel like people would appreciate it, or, you know, want to, you know, really listen to the messages that are being sent. Like, they would just think of them as affirmations, but it's really love letters to and from God for me, you know, but also he channeled those messages to me, you know. So speaking of channeling, let's close out with a direct channel message from either source, our higher selves, the creator, God, however you resonate, or, you know, I'm even getting inner child vibes. We did see a lot of children today. Yeah, Ron came on today. He wanted me to let you know, like, he's very close to you. And Ron and God to me are the same people. Oh, and your galactic ancestors wanted me to get some messages really quick. Sorry, they okay. But yeah, they did come out. Oh, you're part of the part of the flower of life, and it's about dreams. Oh my goodness! So these galactic ancestors will talk to you in your dream. The whole galactic congregation is with you. They're about community. They're about collaboration, and, you know, like, they don't come down unless they really have to. And yeah, somebody in water. Yeah, you could be really connected to mermaids. So those, like, your mermaids may be close to you when you meditate. Yeah, you could definitely be a Pisces. You're very fertile. I'm getting a lot of void energy here too. Your third eye, your visions, your manifestations. Wow. And you could be a part of the Andromedans, and they're part of manifestation as well. Oh, meditation with third eye. Oh yeah, manifesting and meditation with third eye, and that's what the mermaid said. And the Andromedans, they're about manifestation, living your true self, freedom and stuff, you know. And I see free will, so, you know, that will word again. Okay, so dang, y'all want a lot. I didn't know y'all wanted this much. Okay. I have a little bit more messages for you. Something important, like a job, is coming in. You'll be shown the way. I'm getting Moses. Moses could be close to you. I'm also getting that Psalms verse where his rod and staff come for me, guide me and come for me. They say people are thinking about you, and I'm getting someone's envious of your money. Maybe you just got a settlement or something. They're trying to stab you in your back, and or they didn't work for it and they want what you have. Wow. Okay. Dang. All right. Sorry. I did not know they wanted me to go there. Okay. Now can I get to the last message? Okay. So Native American ancestors want you. Yeah, a movement came out again. They say you're gonna have victory. Oh, you're gonna be you've already received new abilities, and you have fertilities. Oh my goodness. See, a lot of void information. You know how when a baby's in the womb, you know, it's all black in there. You're forming something. You're holding something in your belly, and there's gonna be many options, many, like, opportunities. I'm even getting. You know, and I'm hearing that you healed your shadow self. Maybe I was getting that Kundalini energy earlier. You know, maybe someone's mirroring you, someone who you can't stand, and they haven't healed their shadow self, so they're projecting onto you. I'm getting that too. So let's see what your higher self has to say. Nope. Never give me another. Give me a new one. Yeah. Got it? Alright. Stop. Okay, I get that. Okay. Alright. Because they were trying to give me one that I already did in my last reading. I was like, I want a different one. I love that one, but, you know, just in case you already watched the reading, I wanted you to get a fresh one. And I want to encourage those who haven't watched the reading to go watch it. Oh, so they got two for you. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. And that's the second one's in reverse. So the first one, this is upright. So it said, have you ever wondered why they call it soul food? Your soul loves food, especially the kind that took time and love to make. Cooking our own food can transport you to a dimension where you can forget all of your problems. One day, just try cooking something after an altercation if you have a chance. Just focus on cooking, not on anything that happened before or may happen after. Well, unless you're focusing on how good this food is going to be, laugh out loud. Try cooking something you really wanted and requires multiple functions. Take that first bite and dedicate it to your soul. You've just collaborated, aka co-created, with your soul. Go you. And these are messages I channeled, and I believe I channeled from my higher self, my source, my everything, you know, my spirit team, all of them. So, and so that one was upright. So maybe that's something you're gonna do soon. It is around Thanksgiving, so maybe that's something they want you to keep in mind going forward. You know, if you do cook the next meal, your next meal you cook, if you do have an altercation, or it don't have to be an altercation, just, you know, try to incorporate that into the next time you cook your food. But yeah, they told me to write that. So yeah, all right. So this one was in reverse, which means you overcome this. So sleep and regenerate cells. Your body needs some rest. Taking the time to sleep gives your body the love and care it needs. Your body has been working tirelessly trying to get things done in the waking life, and that's good. However, your body does need to get a chance to repair itself while you are sleeping by giving it love and care there as well, covering and fixing wounds as necessary. When babies sleep, they grow, hence why they are so cute. Laugh out loud. Give yourself that beauty treatment in the dream world. You've earned it. Say yes to a spa date in your dreams. P.S. It's on the body. Oh, beautiful. Smiley face. Every time I read this, it's like I'm reading it for the first time, so my reaction is really genuine because I didn't really remember every single thing, so that's pretty good. And you got 2. I never really read 2 in a row like that, and I feel like this reading is so long, and I'm so sorry. But I hope that you got something from it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know down in the comments if you did. Be loving and gentle. Yeah, and I hope that you broke this up if it is long for you, and then continue to come back and visit me for the next episodes and other readings that I have in store. There are many that they have me doing and want me to post. I just thought that they wanted to go a particular way today, and it went in a way that they didn't want to go. So the lovely goddess Nanette, I like to call her Nanette, and God is none. She like stepped in and was like, no, I need to tell them. So what she's saying is someone is transforming a addiction. Someone could be becoming sober, and she's trying to congratulate you on that. You're letting go of some toxic habits, and you did it in a fast way that she didn't expect, and you're gonna get rewarded for it. Something, like maybe it don't have to even be just sober with drugs or anything, but just walking away from situations that don't serve you, forgiving people when they don't deserve it, being strong when you feel like you giving up and stuff like that. That's what I'm getting from there too as well. So thank you, Nanette. Thank you for reminding me. And she was supposed to be one of the first messages I got after calling Ma, at least, but this reading took me in different places. I didn't even know they was going to take me, so I almost forgot her. Sorry, bro. Sorry. And they want you to focus on the crystal shungite. It's about discipline. If you don't have shungite, you should go out and get some if you're able to, or just look up the crystal meaning of that. Try to imagine and embody those characteristics that are about shungite. But yeah, this is all that I'm seeing for you today. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, all the energies that are of the highest white and on our team for our highest good for coming in. And if I didn't get you today, I am gonna get you in the next one. I promise. I will make you first in priority, and I will try not to forget, because I know you're gonna remind me anyway. But thank you, and I love you all, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you come back in the future, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Please, I would love to have you a part of the family, and help me spread this message to other people by liking it. Comment, feel free to comment anything. I would definitely respond. I promise you that. And I hope that you have a good day or night. I'm wishing many blessings to you and your family, and I love you so much. Bye.